up
But of course,
fire.
it's REQ because this is the reliquary, hence the name Rec.
Hi, Beth.
Beth has joined us! Yay!
Beth.
We wondered who was in the clown uniform. Now we know. I'm just kidding.
Don't do that to
I,
her.
I won't do that to her.
Don't do that. That's awful.
That was horrible. All right. We are in the Cryopathian region of Nycos, which means we are in the Arctic conditions. Horrible icy snowfall outside. We have found ourselves comfortably ensconced inside of a place known by the brightly lit sign outside as the Reliquary, which seemed awfully odd with the weird lighting out there. Anyway, let's have our players introduce themselves, give your character name, class, race, and what you want to buy while you're at the mall. And let's go with Heart first.
You always start with Heart. He always has the most important things to say.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to be. I know absolutely. It's a heartfelt message.
Heart. Heart. Arms. Fixing.
There we go. And
He's a robot.
It's not a heartfelt message, it's a heartful message.
Heartful message. True. Peekaboo.
Hi, my name is Allie, and I play Peekaboo, a lore bard who can't remember anything from her past, and what she would like to buy at this mall is just something to eat right now.
That seems to be the problem.
and not a clown, or a not clown, from what I'm hearing.
Yes. All right.
Which doesn't make the situation any better.
Valara.
I'm looking for ammunition, guns, arms for Heart, survival equipment to outfit the new characters that have dropped in from God knows where. Any other things that will help us survive this north, and I do not think that this is the outsider cache that I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's a cache.
Wow. All right. Old joke keeps coming
Their
back.
cache, my cache.
Clearly
Anyway, she knows about malls. She's been in a mall before. She knows how it works, but unfortunately right now she is with Heart. Oh, no, she isn't. Heart and she are on the lower floor fighting zombies.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that. I didn't
You're
ask for that.
Zombies.
I just asked what
Okay.
you were shopping for because I want to get on to the other characters first. Kara.
Done.
Hello, my name is Kitty Me, and I'm playing as Kata. She is is it Levistus?
Yep.
Levistus Tiefling, Hexblade Warlock. She is frozen in ice, and she has woken up to a strange new world. As for what she wants from the ball, probably
To survive
just one, to survive it, and two, for more information as to what the heck is going on.
And 3 to get ready.
And just wait till we find her the clothing store, and she just will go crazy, I'm sure. All right, Rocky.
I am Rocky Evergreen. I'm a dwarf ranger, and something I want from the mall. Well, I don't know what should I get, but I'll try to get something that catches my eye.
Fair enough. He's an impulse shopper. All right, we got to have one of those amongst us. All right. Now, Beth is a brand new player and hasn't played 5th edition with us, at least. Yep. Welcome to the table, Beth. And
Thank you.
What you'll need to do just to get started is to have an idea of what kind of character class you want, what kind of race you want, and we'll just work from there. We'll build a full character sheet.
What are they again? I know there's monk and a few others.
Barbarian.
Fighter. Wizard,
Bard,
cleric.
cleric,
This is how I do it for brand new
druid.
players. Beth, what would you like to do? Do you want to throw spells? Do you want to stab things? Do you want to have a big sword? Do you want the power of God and anime on your side? What would you like?
Probably throw spells.
Okay. So the simplest spellcaster is a sorcerer, I'd say.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
So, as a sorcerer, you basically choose where you might have gotten your powers. Do you just have it like as wild magic bursting forth from you that you can't really control? Do you have dragon blood somewhere in your history, or demon blood somewhere in your history?
Divine soul sorcerer.
Yeah, do you have like divinity somewhere in your history?
I don't have like a book or anything to like
Okay,
refer.
so to help you with that, Ali put a message in the chat that you can just click on below, and that can help you.
If you want the book stuff, then all you have to do is go on Google and put in D&D 5e sorcerer. It'll give you all the information you need.
And as a matter of fact, you could put in character generator.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, wizard.
A wizard is a book learned sorcerer. I mean,
Okay.
magic user. They learn from a spell book.
Yeah.
A sorcerer just gathers the magic to him. He has he or she has certain spells she knows, and she can just throw them, and she doesn't have to ever open a book to learn her spells.
The link that they put in there to the sorcerer is probably the quickest.
Okay.
And the way we're playing the new characters dropping into the story is that this place is so alluring and so magical that people come here, but they get frozen, either in ice or in time. So,
Or both.
unfortunately for some people, they got stuck in both. So when you can just kind of work through the details of that, feeling free to ask anybody questions in direct message. That should help, so that we can keep moving forward as far as the story is concerned, if that's okay with you.
Okay. Let's see. I just got the link, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I have sorcerer.
Yeah.
So
pulled up
for
sorcerer.
starters, the best thing to do is know you're a sorcerer and you can cast spells pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't have to worry about your bigger spells yet. But if you want to, look up the sorcerer cantrips. Cantrips are low-level spells that you can do an unlimited amount of times, so we don't have to worry about too much of the book work just yet.
Okay. And the sorcerer can be a male or female?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Let me come up with a character name real fast.
Oh, and what race might you like to be? This, you can literally imagine anything from fantasy.
Yeah, because if it doesn't match
there's
exactly,
elves, there's animals, any animal you can think of.
There's
can be a-
dwarfs, humans, gnomes,
halflings,
Human?
halfling, human. Oh yeah.
humans.
That's a good
Imagine
choice.
that. Yeah. Said,
Perfect choice.
Said by the human. That's a good choice.
Well, because there's +1 to everything.
You... I love you, Gene. You're funny.
Yeah.
Who's hungry?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I already ate.
Okay,
I'm
let's all eat.
not.
Let's all order pizza. Mm.
Yeah, but guess who has an identification bank card?
Or just a pizza.
I'm naming my character Amara. So.
All right, Kara and Amara. If you
They're
would,
twins.
if she would,
No. Kara, Amara, and
Oh, no.
Valara.
Did you
Oh,
see her
there
last
we
name?
go.
Oh God.
I just randomly made up a last name. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's fine.
Trindle. Trindle.
You're-
I don't know.
It's
No,
not-
I don't know.
It's not as no. It's fine.
Never
It's
mind.
fine. It's absolutely fine. No,
It's perfect.
Hart or Travis's mention was that you're thinking of.
Peekaboo's real name is Delara.
Nice.
Oh, great.
Okay,
And
so we have
Heart's
Tara,
and
Delara, Amara, and Valara.
but Heart's name
Partara.
Heart, the last letter of his name, that T actually had a cross member fall off, so it's actually Hara.
No, but I was only laughing about your last name, Beth, is because there's a supervillain in the history of Nycos called Tyndall.
which is
Without
close
the R.
Oh.
which is close to Trindle. So
Yeah, it was just really
Oh, okay.
awesome that you just
that was
imagined that.
well chosen. Well chosen. And Rocky is our currently our action magnet. He's drawn us into the actual engagement in this facility. Now, to give some quick background on it, the building is monstrously large compared to any structure usually found in a fantasy setting. It uses impossibly strong metals and things like that to build huge arcing over spaces and such. It's basically hemispherical in form. The first level is achieved by coming through the main entry door and turning to the left and going down a low sloping passage into the lighted area below. If you stay on the main level and cross the open entry space, the first thing you engage with was a information booth, which the party summarily decided to
No,
obliterate
one person summarily destroyed.
after everybody else left. That's right.
Yeah, one person decided that the talking head floating in it like an illusion was something awful.
Scary.
And they destroyed it. Yeah.
So it got obliterated. Then so therefore that second level is mainly the food court and other of the major shops. Then finally, there's a third sloping passage that goes up to the right, that goes up to the upper level. And at this point, no one has yet attempted to enter the upper level. But we have people running around on the second level and in the lower level.
No, we went up on the top level. That's where we went to look for the armament store.
No, well, I got the impression you went right past the food court because you had gone towards it. Okay.
The others had gone to the food court.
Okay.
We started
Went
out
up,
on the
right up the stairs.
Okay, good. Right up the ramp. All right. So at this point, Rocky and
Hart
and Valara are in the lower level. They are involved and engaged with some creatures that didn't die when they shot them, and moved really slow and very
killer zombies.
yeah. And Peekaboo and the rest of the group that was there was on the second tier trying to get food out of the machines with very little success.
So, what was Scott's character last week?
Jimmy.
No, that's who he was pretending to be because he was starting a job in the chicken frying, and I just imagine he's like chained to the fryer, just slowly frying chickens over and over again because he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Quest.
Yes, Questing Mark.
Yes, Questing Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Poor Jimmy.
Poor Jimmy. Actually, that's going to be kind of Peekaboo's going to have her own version of a Cthulhu adventure because one of her friends is now a zombified worker in the mall.
Oh boy.
So guess what we get to do as a mission success is going to be helping get Christian Mark out of there.
Oh boy.
Who was the third person? There was a third person up there running around with you. Seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was also Kara and
That's right.
Steven were wandering around the food court getting popcorn.
Yeah, it's Steven that we're missing. That's what I was getting at. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, he did successfully get popcorn. I remember that. Burned up the machines.
Archmage.
Yes, the Archmage. The mighty Archmage. Oh my goodness, he's stuck here in here too until he gets here. So yeah. Oh goodness. Okay. So, but he doesn't have an ID card, so he can't be an official worker in the mall yet.
No.
All right. So the action is going to start with Rocky. Actually, go ahead and roll initiative.
He's being
everybody.
eaten currently.
Yes, he was drawn to the ground. Yep. Everybody, roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
How
Okay.
initiated am I?
I don't have dice. So
Okay, I'll roll for you. You have a whopping 14 plus your dex, so you're gonna need a
She hasn't built that yet into her character. It's been that be that far along character creation. So
okay. Oh,
as a sorcerer, she'll have to have a fairly decent dex, even though it's not required. Because
so far it looks very
I got
good.
12.
okay, there you
I
go.
got 15 for her.
Okay, so you're gonna take your name and just add at the
I
end of
got
it
a 5.
a dash and your initiative
And
make
you
it-
have a
to make it easy
plus-
for me to find it. And we'll use the same number throughout the whole
a
action.
+3 to initiative because plus 1, 15 plus 1 will be a whole whopping dex of 16. That was a nice roll for you.
oh, me?
Yeah. You have
Oh.
your base score is 15 and your human addition is plus
Hmm.
1. That gives you a 16 dex, and then you'll have a plus 1.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Which makes
Your dexterity is 16. Just write that down.
and that gives you a plus
That means that
3.
you have a +3 for dexterity-based things.
Okay.
So whenever you
Sorry, I'm
need to
copying
roll it,
and pasting all the links that you guys sent me earlier, so
Sure.
I'm
no-
using my phone.
yeah.
Oh,
no
bless your
problem.
heart. Bless your heart. That's harder to do. So you don't even worry about that. That's why just go ahead and put the dexterity at 16. Because you're still,
Yeah.
at this point, frozen in
Okay.
ice. So
Do you see it, Jonathan?
So my
Yep.
dexterity is 16.
yeah, actually,
Okay.
Rocky, you're going to have to take out the space. Because I only see a 1.
Oh, hold on.
You have
Delete
you have
the
18
+2.
dex. Oh,
Just
dex is-
just put the 18.
no, yeah.
And
No, the plus 2 dex you don't have equal 18. You have 16 total,
okay.
and that gives you
No,
a
Gene,
that
it's okay.
he's talking to Rocky.
I'm talking to Rocky.
oh.
And I'm talking to Valara. You didn't put up your initiative yet either. So put it in
Oh.
your name at the end. Just put a dash in the number, or in the case
You
of
see
like
how
Rocky.
Heart did it? It's Heart
Okay.
dash 5.
In case of Rocky, the dash would have made it too long. So thank you. But it
Well, I
should only
rolled a
be 16.
natural 20 plus 3, 23.
Rocky,
it.
you need to delete the
Oh, yeah,
16
yeah.
plus 2 dex equals 18 and just put 18. There you go.
There you go. Now we're good. Okay. So at 23, Crazy Rocky. Oh, 23, Valara, you need to add it to your name.
I'm doing that right now.
Okay, cool. You're first. So, you saw the zombies descending on poor Rocky.
Okay, I use another one of the big arrows and shoot the zombie.
Okay.
What do I need to put in for my character? I think.
16.
Well,
Okay, that's it.
Do we want to say the air
Oh,
quotes
17
arch?
total is your initiative.
Wait, what?
17 total is your initiative. I rolled
Okay.
14 for you, and you have a plus 3.
Okay, so initiative is 17.
yeah. So it's a Emerald
Okay.
Trindle 17 works.
So John,
Okay.
Yes,
for
I'm listening.
for the air quotes archmage,
Yes.
do we want to say that she tried to cast something and her wild magic went wrong and she put herself in stasis?
No, I think that she actually successfully made popcorn. So I think that when everything goes downhill with them fighting downstairs, she absentmindedly he went absentminded behind the counter and starts making popcorn.
I think we can just imagine him stuck behind the popcorn making window and it's slowly filling up with popcorn.
And you just see his eyes over the top of it as it's filling up.
He's trying to claw at the glass to get out of the popcorn.
I'm drowning in popcorn,
Like
please.
like that one scene in Aladdin where the sand,
Yeah.
where the sand is going
Yeah.
up through the
Yeah, and it's
hourglass.
kind of like we had Peekaboo caught inside of the window trying to steal the clothing in the glass window. You know,
Do you remember that?
that's how we
Amara?
started.
Amara.
Add a 17 behind your name. That's
She
your
may not be
initiative.
able to because that's on a phone. So don't worry about it. We know she's
Okay.
well, I can probably remember one number. trying to remember all 6 was going to be the problem. So,
Okay.
but anyway, no, what I was mentioning, Peekaboo, is that when we first started you in this scenario, you were on top of a statue trying to get a hold of the
Correct.
clothes. So you could basically
Okay.
got caught in the same kind of a stasis field.
Got it.
All right. Yeah. So let's see here. Music. 1-7. There we go. I got it for you. There we go. Didn't know if I could or couldn't, but I can. So there you go. Alrighty. So with our 23, your action was to shoot the big bow at one of the zombies that was chewing on Rocky.
Absolutely.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit.
What if she misses but gets really close?
14 plus 3 plus
Oh, that's a solid hit. Go ahead.
3.
A
Okay.
palpable blow.
Palpable. Does that mean it hits the heart?
You can feel it. That's what it means.
Okay.
She did so well, she could even feel how much that hurt the other guy.
That's a D10 bow.
Detenbo. That's a character name right there.
Detenbo.
Ooh. A 10 plus 3.
All right.
Ooh.
So that was one of those. That was one of the big foot bows, but you fired it from the arm bow, right? So
Yes.
yeah, it's got a very broad blade, so it basically cuts this poor zombie almost completely in half. Its now torso is hanging, flopping off of its legs as it's still trying to get at him.
And now both the legs and the arms are kicking him.
Oh, come on. What he has to do is flop behind him. So the hands are trying to grab. His mouth is facing backward.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. All right. We'll go past Amma right now because she's not in the scene. Rocky, you're trying to get.
Yes.
You have the opportunity now to either climb to your feet or fight them from prone. The advantage of fighting from prone makes it harder for them to get at you. The good that's bad though, because if they do happen to hit you, it's going to be an auto crit. Or you can try to climb to your feet.
So if I stay prone, they can't get to me. Or
It's harder for them to hit you, but if they do hit you, it will be an automatic critical.
You want to get out of there.
You don't want to.
I'll get up to my feet.
Okay, your move rate would be 15, but they have already grappled you, so your move rate is going to be 0. So the best you can do is stand up and fight them. Try to drive them off.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Take a knife out and
she
start-
hit 1. If 2 other people get hits this round, you'll be able to get free. But other than that, you're going to be grappled still. And
Can I swing my short sword?
yes, of course.
Okay, I'll use my short sword to try hit one of them that grapple me.
Okay,
D20.
that's what you'd use.
Okay. $12 plus. Is it strength? Or?
Yeah, using a sword, so it's going to be strength. It could actually be dex because a short sword is a finesse weapon. It could be used either.
whatever
14.
you
Whichever's got the better modifier.
14.
14, that's more than enough. You stab them with a sword. Roll your damage.
D6.
D6 plus strength or dex, whatever is higher.
Whichever one you used.
I'm going to use Dex.
Okay.
8. I roll 6 and plus 2.
Okay, so
No.
you,
Your strength is what? Or your dex is what? Your dex
It's
is 18.
fine, Gene.
It's fine.
It's fine.
so
I chose Dex.
right. So you do 2 more. You stab it through the chest. It's still clawing at you, even though you've hit it right straight through what should have been its heart.
Heart?
Heart. And yeah, Peekaboo. You hear the howls and screams of the dwarf as he's being mauled by these zombies.
I get out of where I was because the clown was creepy, and I head over towards where I hear the commotion, and I have 25 feet of movement.
Okay, so you're chugging along, trying to get downstairs, looking over your shoulder to make sure the zombie that the clown isn't following you, and
Mhm.
and as you do so, as you pass around some of the equipment, You see him at one instant, and then he's not there. He's gone.
The clown?
Yeah.
Uh,
Seems like she hit level 4 before us.
huh?
That's frightening. So anyway, you can see the advancing zombie collection. There were, how many did we say originally? There were 20 of them, I think.
Didn't say.
I-
It was multitudes.
Okay,
Multitudinous.
I'll just keep a die here to remind me how many we've got left. Um, so you see that they're basically, the dwarf is trying to fight them off, but they've basically advanced to his position, and some of them are actually walking past him and on up the ramp.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oof. They're on the ramp
They're on the ramp coming up from the first floor.
towards me.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Well, towards the
okay.
group, towards the main floor.
The group. Okay.
Just towards the main floor. They were congregated in the basement.
And how if I had gone towards them from my position from the clown, which was away from the the food area.
Food court, right.
Food court, yeah. How far away would they be from me?
Oh, they're still more than 60 feet, because remember they're down on the other side of the hemisphere that was the main entry.
All right. Well, I'm gonna still. I can't do anything from here, so I'm
Nope.
gonna just do my best from getting. Actually, they're coming up here.
Right.
Is
What's your class again?
I'm a bard.
Okay.
Is there any chance of me hiding nearby?
The only structure that you could possibly hide behind would be that speaker base that's out in the middle, that 4-foot base. It wouldn't hide you from them. They already are within sight range of you, but they don't seem to be moving in a way that recommends that they are actually triangulating on you. It's like they're just crossing distance, so they may not actually be able to see you.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, I'm just gonna not take the initiative and just use my movement, and I'll dash actually.
To get to the cube.
Yeah, to get to the cube.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hug onto it, not literally, but like.
Get
you
right
know.
behind it. I got you.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And in my turn.
Yeah, well, as you're heading that direction, you're kind of surprised to see there's no broken glass around it anymore, because you weren't here to see the cleaner that came through here. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
but at least when you get there, you don't have to kneel in the glass or anything. It's all perfectly clean.
Perfect. All right, so I'll do that to end my turn.
Okay. So next would be from your position, you see a so Amaro, what race are you?
I'm human.
Okay. You see a woman who clearly is ill-equipped for the cold weather outside, standing with her hand on the inside of the door, like she was getting ready to leave. You didn't see her before, but she's literally frozen there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, like actually frozen solid.
Well, actually, it's kind of disturbing. You see her, you think, oh, another frozen statue, and she turns to look at you. Amara, as you turn, it's like you don't remember the past. Everything's foggy. You turn around and you see what looks to be a little child huddled behind a 4-foot by 4-foot cubic base, looking beyond. You can hear the sound of conflict, but all you can see is this little childlike being looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
With a single lifeline underneath her eye.
Oh, she can't make out the lifeline from lifeline from here.
Yeah, that's true.
So, do you wish
Hello, I can't play.
you got to leave?
No. It's an interfering thing. I'm fine, but I'm online with other people playing.
She's
Oh, she's
Okay.
talking,
talking to the pharmacy.
Yeah.
It's my regular friend.
All right, we're her regular friends. That's good to know. All right. So, Emra, do you want to approach the little girl-like person, or do you want to?
Yes, I
Okay.
would like to approach her.
Okay. So, for clarification, you're standing at a semi-transparent, glassy-like door. You can see the sky for the first time in it seems like ages, but it's the sky is somewhat reddish, and you can feel the cold coming through the door, through the glass itself. The door handle itself is cold to the touch. So you're going to turn and head towards the little girl?
Yes.
Okay. So the figure that was at the door frame turns and starts walking towards you, towards you, Peekaboo. Yeah, I know. Got me.
Yeah.
And, Kara.
So, since she was already running out there when the original screaming started, right before we cut off,
Right.
she able to get over to
Absolutely.
where Rocky is?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can run to Rocky's aid.
So she'll run up to Rocky's aid while we're with her long sword and attempt to cut down
The last one, the last one that's holding on to him. Yep.
Yes. All right. So let me roll.
I'm logging in with my laptop.
All right.
Nice.
So
Hang on.
15 plus 5, so 20.
Oh, you definitely hit.
Yep. And then a 1d8.
Cleft them, Kara. Cleft them in twain.
6 damage.
6 damage. It doesn't kill the thing. As a matter of fact, you stab it basically through the upper arm into the chest cavity. Again, doesn't seem to have killed it in any fashion, but it does cause its hand to spasm, and Rocky is free to move.
Good to hear.
Rocky, your action.
She...
Rocky, I know you were earlier in the initiative, but for some reason your name is now switched to only be Everglee. So I missed your 17, so you should be next.
No,
he already
Rocky
did.
already went.
Already went.
Yeah, Rocky already went.
Okay, so Hart.
Hart, temporarily overcoming his moral turmoil, he is going to try to get in between the people and the majority of the horde.
Oh,
going to spread.
You'd be going through the horde to get there, because remember, they're on the other side. The majority of the party's on the other side of the horde. You guys came in from behind them. That's fine. That's fine. You're big enough. You can do it. I'm just clarifying. You'll be walking through.
Then he's gonna barrel through, and then he's going to spread his lifter arms out to their full extent to either side, and then start walking towards the horde and try to pin them all against the wall.
Try to hold them off. Gotcha. All right. So just by your sheer mass and their quite frankly their stupidity, roll 4d4.
40d4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay. So 10 of them get either knocked aside or knocked down as you walk through them. Again, even though the damage that you do to them is going to be incidental, it's still nonetheless enough to drive them away from your person, just because you're so, your core body is so bulky, right? So when you get to the other side, you're standing basically next to Kara and Rocky, and you spread out your arms in front of them and start to walk the other direction. But that would have been the total of your move. Did you want to use your... No, you're still in the moral quandary about them, because they seem to be the only beings that have ever put their arms around you. So
The only beings who have ever shown me any love. And I killed them.
They did. All right, back to the top of the order. Valara, you saw him rush away from you through the crowd, alarmingly fast speed for how large as he is, but he ends up positioned facing you from the other side of the pile.
They are evil, bad. They are not living as we are. They are truly creatures of nothingness, but they can harm us. Please keep them away from the Kara and.
You can see what he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing that.
I am just extorting you to continue what you're doing
Good
and
job.
destroy as many as you can. I will hug you. I will hold you and keep you safe.
Yeah. What's your physical action? What's your physical action, Valara?
If she can see one down, she will use another arrow.
Well, there's one down. He's still moving.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
that one is her target.
Okay.
13 plus 2 plus 3. 18.
You hit. Major torso shot. Arrow.
Yeah.
This is standard arrow, so go ahead and roll your d8.
5 plus 3.
Okay. It stops long enough to look down at the arrow and then shamble forward.
As you see, that should have killed a human.
This is she's shouting.
Not living.
Guys, I'll be back in a bit.
Oh, okay. Back to Amara.
Amara.
Hang on.
Okay,
I'm
we got two
playing
Amara.
with my computer.
Yeah, I see that. We got two Amaras now. That's pretty good.
Join
Oh,
together.
I did. Oh shoot! Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
log out
no,
of.
Yeah, log out of it as the phone, and you can leave the other one
Yeah,
logged
let
in.
me.
Here you are.
But does she have headphones plugged in? You need to plug in some headphones so you can talk. There we go. Are you there?
Okay, well,
I hear typing.
while that's going on, Amara and Peekaboo, you can see her coming.
We
All right.
cannot hear you, Amara.
Yeah, she just checked.
Can anyone
Travis.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Can
Well,
you hear?
no. Amara from Amara. She wrote in the chat. Can
Yeah,
anybody
I'm
hear
working
me?
on it, Jane. It's okay.
Yeah, we're getting the message to her.
There, can you hear us? We hear the click from your end. Is anyone else typing right now?
No.
Yes, me.
No.
What drama? What sheer drama? So
Hi, drama.
check her
Your
setting. Have her
laptop might not have a mic or something.
we'll have her look at her settings for a microphone because she has to select one. So maybe it's like mine was originally and just defaulted to nothing.
It's okay. We don't need a camera. We just need a microphone so we can hear you. Okay. Well, I can help you work that out later if you want. We can get your laptop set up for next time.
Anyway, I think I had Peekaboo go before her anyway last time. So Peekaboo, you see her coming
Yes.
towards you. So
I don't hesitate. She doesn't seem to be threatening.
no, as a matter of fact, it seems like she might be threatened
By
by
me?
them. No, by them, by the
Oh, by
zombies.
them. Oh,
Because she doesn't
Then-
see them. She doesn't see them yet around the curve of the the rising ramp. But you can because you're closer.
so
you-
I bring up my finger to indicate being quiet up to my lips.
Okay. She's currently away from the screen, so she must have turned back to look out the window. She hasn't seen you yet.
All right.
You're gonna stay hiding though, because you're still far enough away they can't get to you for another round.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically hold your action until they come back. Rocky.
Yes.
Rocky stepped away too, right? So Rocky's not here. All right. So Rocky more than likely gets tossed to the ground again, and that leaves.
Okay, I'm in.
Ah, there you are.
Hooray.
Welcome back.
Now, if you want, you can click on the video icon and click no video if you want.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
recorded. Then they'll just put your name
Now
up.
I'm on.
All right, so you were walking across towards the little girl. The little girl looks back at you with a look of alarm, puts her finger to her lips to indicate you should be quiet, and then motions like you should be lower to the ground or shorter.
Okay. I will stay quiet, just like she said to.
Okay, are you still gonna move towards her though? Because
Yes.
she's behind the only real cover in that direction, and you can hear the sound of conflict beyond. So she'll come up behind you, and then both of you can. As you approach, you can talk to the little girl. As you get closer, you notice she's probably older than she looks because she has a single laugh line. See, I got to say it for you, Peekaboo, under her
Yay.
eyes. There
That
we
was
go.
interesting.
You went sideways there as you went running up forward. There we go.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. Good to go.
Well, do you want the video on?
I'm kind of like off and on, but yeah, I'll keep it on.
Okay.
Yeah, you're more than
No
welcome.
problem.
More than welcome to shut it off if you want. I can still see your name. We're good to go. And you can still hear us, so that's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so now as you get up to where she is, though, you see this horrible sight of basically it looks like a wall of human flesh being held back by a robot with its this machine, this mecha with its arms spread out, trying to hold them back, and just what looks like a score or more of zombies coming towards you.
Okay.
Is there anything particular you'd like to do? You could actually try to cast a spell. You're within
Yes,
the range of some of your spells.
I want to cast a spell.
Sure. What would you like? From the sorcerer's list, one of the most powerful ones is Eldritch
Oh, yeah.
Blast.
Nope, that's Warlock.
Oh, that's Warlock.
Warlock.
Sorry.
You can cast Firebolt.
Yeah, that's a cantrip. You can throw those all day long.
Let's see. Yeah, I pulled up the link.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So it's a level 1 spells.
No,
Chill touch
cantrip.
is
A
Cantrip.
zero.
chill touch is a nice range you want.
Chill
Okay.
Touch is not a touch spell. Just kidding.
No.
Is that touch?
Ah.
It's a ranged touch attack.
Yes.
And she has a pretty good dex.
Let's see. So what ones can I do?
The
Firebolt.
The cantrips.
Is a good one.
The cantrips are Firebolt or Ray of Frost are both
I'll
good
do-
ranged attack spells.
I'll do Firebolt.
Okay.
Okay.
Hooray.
I will roll for her.
With
You
that,
roll
with
a 14 plus whatever
17,
plus.
she's plus 3.
Okay. Plus 3.
Plus 2 more, so she's actually 19.
Plus
She
2
hits.
more, so she has 19.
Yep, you hit nice and solid with a bolt of fire.
Does
Roll a
a
d8.
Roll an 8-sided die, which will have somebody else roll for you.
Somebody roll an 8-sided dice. I don't
6
have.
plus
3.
3.
So that's 9 points.
9.
9 points of damage. Not only that, these things are not brilliant. They're not very smart, but this one actually is brilliant with fire. As he goes wandering into a wall, you can actually hear the flesh crackling like bacon as he smacks into the wall and tries to put himself out by slamming into the wall. Unfortunately, he's a slow zombie, so this is not very effective, and instead he's slowly spreading the fire among his other allies who also aren't really the most brilliant of creatures, but are slightly more illuminated now.
All right, I'm back.
Very good.
'Kay.
Hey, glad you're back. Just in time.
Just in time, Rocky. They're re-engaging, but you had a blast of fire from the left, and a robotic person, Heart, has actually stepped between you and the wall of zombies to protect you.
And a horned demon-like thing has cut down the one that was
holding
attacking
you.
So you are now free.
All right.
The one that was attacking you, however, even though it was knocked down by her, is not dead, and it's crawling across the ground towards you.
I'm gonna use my short sword to stab it in the head.
Going to stab it in the head. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Stab it in the face.
15.
15. You hit it with the sword, but the skull is a bit thick, and your blade turns slightly from it. Fortunately for you, however, it slides sideways into the throat. Roll your damage.
6 plus. I mean, D6 plus Dex.
That's enough. You actually stab it in the neck and the head.
No. I didn't roll it yet. I just said D6.
Oh, I all I heard was 6. I didn't hear the D6.
Okay. I'm rolling it. 5.
Alrighty.
I rolled 3 and plus 2 with my Dex.
Nice. The sword slides through its neck easy enough, and the head is separated from the body. The body falls limp. The mouth still is trying to chew.
Hey guys, aim for the throats. Like, slice their heads off.
Nice.
Valara yells, "Use your chainsaw and radial saw. Cut through them. Please."
Guys, they're powerless without their heads.
Unless you put your hand in their mouth.
It is Kara's action.
So she's going to attack the next one.
Okay,
That is.
So the way I approximate called shots in this game is I actually assign a different armor class. So if you're going to go for removing the heads or stabbing in the throat or whatever, that increases their armor class from what you found to be a 13 to a 15. So you have to roll 15 or better to take off a head.
Let me
because they're
roll it.
still slow. They're just slightly faster at dodging.
Well, I got a 19.
Okay, I think that would hit.
Yeah. So
Off with the head.
Off with its head.
Let's see. I assume I still need to do damage. Let's see. 1 plus the 3, so 4 damage.
That's more than enough, actually. Called shots. The way I'm doing it is that's fine. You just slip the head off. As a matter of fact, now that you guys are aware of that, we could sit here and slog through the 20 plus zombies, but I'd prefer to say that it's going to take you another 15 minutes to mop them up. Is that okay?
Wait, it's my turn.
Okay.
Because I'm not doing that.
That's also the end of the round. Okay, yep. So go ahead, Hart.
Okay. So Hart now is going to spread his arms and push them all back as much as he can up against the wall, trying to trap them there.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've got him held against the wall. Fair enough.
Cool. Stop! They mean you no harm.
Back to the top of the order, and you all. He just took away their modifiers, so you can go for the throats with impunity now.
Hart, they aren't living.
Look, they're hugging me.
No, they're not. They're trying to eat you, but they can't. But they can do harm to us.
They're even kissing you. I mean, it's like they're trying to French kiss your arms and stuff, thinking they could bite through it.
Personal space.
6 feet distance.
Nice.
Social distancing.
Yeah, she will.
You just take... Okay, and if you step up, anybody who has any fighter can take out 2 in a round, and anybody else can take out 1.
Okay, I'm a fighter. I can take out 2 per round with regular arrows.
Yeah, me
No, you can't take them out with arrows. You've got to close.
I don't have a sword. I have never had a sword. I've never had access to a sword.
Okay, so take one of those big broad-tipped arrows.
She takes out her knife.
There we go. Get it? It's dirty work, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
And Kara can of course mow down 2 at a time.
Yeah. So we will do 2 at a time.
And
Hart feels bad
the
about
whole
being
time,
part of this.
I imagine the whole time, even though Hart is holding them back to protect you from them and them from you, He's probably moaning as he's watching their heads all come off.
No.
No, don't stop. Pretty soon you have a pile of 20 heads rolling around on the ground trying to chew.
Alara then stamps on the head.
Okay, and Peekaboo, you can come up and join the rest of the group as well.
Sure.
Heart protects the very last one.
You and
picks
Amara
up
both.
Picks up its head after someone cuts it off and like holds it to his chest and starts caressing the hair very gently.
And it's trying to eat you, guard.
He doesn't care. He's made out of metal. He's like,
No one has hurt me yet.
not hurt him yet.
Okay. Fine, Heart, caress the head, but I'm going to destroy it before we leave here.
Jimmy, shh. It's gonna be okay, Jimmy.
Nice.
She goes, collects all her arrows, especially the big ones.
Okay.
Go peacefully into that
I
quiet night.
collect mine as well.
Okay.
Say a blessing for it, and I will too, and may it go where it deserves to go.
Okay. Again, it's somewhat butchery to separate the heads from the bodies, but there's now a pile of heads and a whole lot of corpses. About this
You will
time,
descend to heaven.
about this time, a red glowing light will appear above you, rotating like a police light would, but up above you, just this rotating light, casting a red glow upon the whole area, making it even look more macabre. Down the passageway, you hear that whir and whistle that you heard before, when the cleaning robot came up the ramp. What are you guys gonna do collectively?
In meta,
Uh-huh.
what can you do when someone's completely dead?
Go through their pockets and look for loose change, as a quote from Princess Bride.
That's the only hint I'm gonna give.
Okay, she goes through
Can I
their
do that?
pockets. She starts going through the pockets, turning out the pockets. You just wait, grab inside, turn them out.
All 100% of the people that you find as you're going through there, 100% of them are carrying in their upper pocket, attached to the pocket by a little rubbery spring, is an ident card like Jimmy's.
Okay.
Do they have any other cards that they have? Maybe with a magnetic strip on them?
There's always a possibility. So each one of you roll a d3.
Okay.
D6 cut in half. For you, Beth, you rolled a 6. So
Everyone?
that's
Yeah,
a 3.
everybody.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so
I rolled a 3.
So Amara has 3
I roll
cards.
11.
Really? An 11 on a d6?
Oh, I thought D20.
I said D3 twice.
So
And
what you do is 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 are 1. 2 and 3 and 4 are 2, and 5 and 6 are 3.
I rolled a 1.
okay, so that means
I
you found
rolled a
exactly
2.
one. Whatever that number is, that's the number of cards, as described up above. You find.
I rolled 2.
Then you've got
D3.
1. If you rolled a D2 you rolled a 2. That means a 1. You got 1 card.
I'm gonna roll 1 for Mark because he's not here.
No, question mark already has 1, and he's busy
He
doing
does.
his job.
That's right.
I'm
Never
giving you a major hint. He already has 1, and he's doing his job.
mind.
Okay.
That's the
I
ident cards.
rolled-
You have
I rolled
you
3,
each
so
you each
that's
have
4.
you each have at least 1 ident card and whatever the number was you rolled in the magnetic cards.
Okay.
So you have at least 1 ident card. Now I need to know whether or not you're going to attach it to your pocket or not.
Yes.
Yes.
Heart doesn't have a pocket.
Yeah.
She puts 1 on you.
Now you got that place that you did that scratch with the acid. There's a place where you could attach it there if you wanted.
No, Heart sees no point in it.
Yeah.
But he is caressing the head, and he's like, "Look, I found your card, Jimmy. I mean, Jonathan."
Mohammad or something. Yeah, who knows? All right. So as soon as you put on the cards, make a wisdom save, 16 or higher.
Oh.
If you didn't put on the ident card, don't worry about it. But those that did have to make the save.
my character? There's my character.
You panicking fools!
What'd you get, Peekaboo?
I'm rolling it right now.
Oh,
Ooh, I rolled a natural 18, so 19.
nice.
Not 18. I mean, not 19. Sorry.
Okay. Valar still roll. Kara, what'd you get? Or did you put on the name
A
tag?
13 plus 3, so 16.
Amara, did you put on a name tag or not?
14 plus 2. Plus
Did I what?
15. I
Amara,
had a 15.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to roll for
Just-
her.
yes, but I need to know, did you, before that, did she put it on? You had the opportunity to put on the name tag that you found, put it on, clip it to your pocket. Did you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. I placed a name tag in my pocket.
okay.
I
So,
rolled a 19 on the dice for her.
so nobody failed?
No.
Nobody failed.
Why?
Because when you put it on, the first thing you hear in your head is, "Welcome to the reliquary, new employee. Today
Oh,
we'll
God.
start your orientation briefing."
Huh.
And you pull them back off because everybody made the roll. Everybody pulls it off at the same time and look at each other because you realize you heard the same thing at the same time inside your head.
Yeah.
Of course, Hart is looking at you all kind of funny because he's holding up this skull that's still going, "Ang, ang, 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 ang." So, yes, the employees are those that came here and went through the pockets of other employees and became the new employees.
Again.
Hence Jimmy doing, since question mark put on his badge, he's up there working.
Oh, no.
The good news is you have cards though to go spend with.
Yes. Okay.
Hart's gonna keep this head for a while. I
Hart,
have an interesting idea that if he gets a large trench coat,
Yes, keeps it in the pocket. I get it.
no, a large
Mhm.
trench coat, puts it in the hood, and then wears it, and then he can talk. And if Jimmy or whatever his name is just shuts the hell up, then he can pretend to be a human.
Nice. Nice. That's funny. That's gross, but that's funny. Ooh. Ooh.
Lara comes to him and said, "Please put the head down. It needs to be destroyed. It is a creation of evil.
He is my friend.
It is a head.
He
Hart.
has hurt nobody.
He's trying to hurt you.
No, he's not.
I know he can't, but he could hurt us.
No, he can't.
Why?
Because he can't.
All right.
Inoperable. No arms.
Okay, now you can see the two cleaning robots coming down the hallway towards you. The front one has like a snow shovel front on the base of the machine, and it's slowly going to be pushing the bodies together.
Okay. Fine. As I said, I collected all my arrows, especially the big ones. I shot 4 of them, and I only have 20, so
Right.
they're made to be reusable.
Yeah, of course arrows are. All right, so you gathered up your stuff and you're moving away from the machines as they do their grisly work.
Hart is going to follow the cleaning bots as they go back into whatever space that they came out of.
Okay, well, if you stay long enough, you'll see they basically shovel all the body parts together. There's actually, it's a kind of a funny scene as they're scooping it all together. One of them actually stops and starts scanning the area looking for the extra skull that you guys took with you. And when they can't see it, it actually seems like it almost shrugs its shoulders and continues the cleanup work.
Valara goes with Hart.
And you're just standing there watching, and they scoop all the body parts together. When they get them all into basically a 4 foot by 4 foot area, which means they're crammed, piled high on top of each other, they hit them with incendiaries. They start lighting them on fire, and they just expel gas upon them and torch them. So you also hear the sound of the air cleaning system working overtime as it pulls the smoke out of the air above it.
Hart's going to slowly cover the eyes of Jimmy.
We're gonna have too much fun with that prop, I can tell you.
Yep.
I can see when we get back to live streaming, you're gonna find a skull to bring with you, aren't you?
I already have some.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Alrighty, so it's a horrible mess, but now that's cleaned up. But we have shopping carts and we have the mall. Where do you want to go?
My tummy starts rumbling.
Yeah, now you're going.
I'm
Aha!
gonna look
My
around that-
stomach's starting to growl too.
All right, so Amara and Peekaboo want to go back up to the food court.
Yes.
Rocky,
I think
Yes.
Art and Valara are gonna follow.
you wanted to follow.
robots
You want
back
to,
the
yeah.
back.
You also hope to find going downstairs. You hope
Because
to find
I've now seen these robots come out with 3 different kinds of arms.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm gonna look around. Like,
Where? By
the
yourself?
shopping area.
You go shopping area by yourself. All right. Anybody going with them? I don't think so. Kara, what are you planning?
Kara's gonna go with Heart.
Kara's gonna go with Target. Okay, so 3 of you are going downstairs. It's almost the Wizard of Oz. We just need the stupid cowardly lion to come back. We're good to go. All right.
Well, that's Freya.
The cowardly lion.
That's
No.
Ice Shelf.
That's Ice Shelf.
That's Ice Shelf.
That makes Kara the straw man. She'll find a brain eventually. She is believing that he's an archmage.
Yes, there is that. All right. Yeah. All right. So
He's the Wizard of Oz.
we'll deal with the 3 of you. You had to, as you're going down that hallway, you will see both the army surplus store and what was the other thing you thought you were going to find down here?
Wait! I got it!
Okay.
We've completed the trio.
Okay.
Jimmy, all he wants is a brain.
That means you're 2/5 of it. That's not right. Two-thirds of it. That's not right. You have to get somebody to play that NPC as Jimmy. That's horrible.
If I only had a brain.
I could answer it, for any individual in comfort or in pain. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's horrible.
Okay. Welcome, Kara. We're looking for arms for Heart, and then I'm going to go after survival supplies that will help us on.
Well, before you, like I said, you're following down the pathway, and as you're heading down there, you're going to pass by the surplus store before you get to where they park.
Yeah, well, she'll just note it.
Okay.
Her
Just-
first thing is for Heart.
Oh darn! I couldn't drag you off course. Okay, so you follow them back to their place, and they sequester themselves into walls. And as it turns out, there actually is an empty space there, but that's because you can see down the hall a little bit further. It looks like something overwhelmed one of the mecha and basically has ripped it to shreds. There's a little bit of the core left, tilted against the wall, but even the legs have been ripped off of it.
Ooh.
Heart, you might see what's usable there, but
Okay, so clarification. When he looks down the hall, Hart sees something that looks like himself for the first time, as far as that's concerned, in the state of being dead.
Hart goes over to it slowly.
And as you're going, she's saying, Hart, you can go through that and see what you can find that you could be useful. It's like
but
that's asking you to become a robotic necromancer, if you think about it.
Hart is
No,
still
it
going to
isn't.
use his lifter arms and slowly dig it underneath the scrap that's left and tries to lift it up.
Okay. Yeah, it's very fragile, very clunky. It feels like something really bad is broken inside. So as you pick it up, it makes rattling sounds as the pieces crinkle and twinkle inside of its cavity.
Hart's eye is very dark and blue.
Pieces of it fall apart as you turn around, holding up the torso.
He's dead.
yes, and I wonder what destroyed him.
Uh,
You are not easily damaged, and this thing is just torn apart.
Yeah, the thing you can when you look at it that as close as you are to it, Hart, the damage. I can imagine your little computer calculating, the forces and whatever. It looked like it was attacked by hundreds of something.
Hart's gonna Is there one of those doors that goes back into security slash janitorial or whatever?
Is that for?
No, that was upstairs.
No, I just saw Peekaboo's post. Is that you talking about this machine? Nice. SO41. Nice. That's what
Not
she.
yet. That's wait until he has a romantic interest.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's a good try though. That's a good. Well, remember
The
that code.
Archmage is still drowning in the
Eva.
popcorn.
Oh, okay. So,
About time there, Freya.
no, he's currently still stuck back there. You guys are coming up there, so we'll handle that when I get up there. Just a second. All right. So,
I'll be right back.
sure. So as you approach the third of the charging stations, you see the little the mantlet down below that covered the entrance for the legs opens for you because you're carrying the torso.
He's gonna try to put the torso in the slot.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
apparently it's home.
it's all bent up and won't fit, but looks like you could walk into it easy enough.
No, it's not his place.
Hey, if you can plug in there and recharge.
More importantly, that's where they transfer their arms.
It's also more importantly where they program as well.
There is that.
Yeah,
Wise,
so,
wise choice. You try to push him in a couple times. You realize he won't fit, but you can lean him so that he's covering the door.
Can't you overcome that programming?
And he try to close the arms or anything to try to get him in.
Oh, and the thing has no arms, no legs, no nothing. It's just the torso. But the problem is that he's all bent up, so he won't fit the conforming. Because the way they do it is they roll in it, and their legs and arms match the space, and they're able to roll into it.
Okay, so he's gonna put him down in front of it then. What is left of it?
Just the core body and the where the head portion was has been like scooped out.
So there's no head portion or anything.
Right.
It means no memory unit.
Right. It does look like it might have a perfectly functional voice box, however.
Oh goodness.
Well, no, that would be fine.
Except
Hart is going to leave it there, and if someone else wants to find it, but I don't think Hart could bring himself to tear anything out of another robot.
no, but what I'm getting at is that you know who has your voice box, so you might want to offer to trade. Because you're not going to do it. And she could take it out without, remember, it came out without damaging you. It's
She'll
no,
take it out anyway. Look at that sound.
the Valara looks at it, she recognizes the front panel as being the same as her talk box.
So she has these small tools that allow her to access it. The like the jewelry, the fine tools.
So you're going to show those to Hart so that he realizes you're not going to be harming the robot?
Yeah.
There you go. Is that okay,
I'm not going to damage it anymore. However, its central core is gone. Its brain is gone. So all it is,
Be respectful.
I will be respectful.
And,
Okay.
And Hart averts his eyes.
Okay, she opens up and takes that out.
Okay, so as you pull it loose, you see it's in the same state yours was, which means completely dead, and the little winding arm is the only thing that could power it unless you plug it in. But
Okay.
But you can at least then give Hart back his voice box.
Okay, so she says, I'll give you back your voice box. Okay,
My voice?
your voice box, what I've been using to translate with.
You had my voice?
Yeah, you gave it to me.
No,
So I can.
you pulled it out of him, not knowing it was part of him. Remember when you first found it was in the back in the ruins of where he was.
Yeah.
But he was shut off at the time, so he didn't know that you took it. So he didn't even think about the fact that what you had was his voice box.
So she says, this one was yours before you ever woke up. I did remove it to see if I could discover what you were.
Hart holds out his hand, his articulator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want me to help you put it back in?
Hart reaches out his hand.
Okay, she hands him the voice box.
He turns around with his back to her and tries to open up his chest panel to where he would be able to insert it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a hollow space at all anywhere inside?
Yeah. Several different places where plugins could go.
Is there enough to fit a head?
Easy enough. Easy enough.
He's gonna put Jimmy inside for now,
Okay.
so he's always with him.
Uh-huh.
That's
And
not
then he's-
creepy at all.
No.
He's gonna plug in the voice box.
Nice.
Then he's gonna close up the chest.
Yes. And then without any control, you're going to laugh maniacally like Vincent Price.
Art, are you okay?
No,
Hi.
that's Jimmy's still in there. That's all I'm saying. It disturbs the internals a little bit, and makes that weird sound periodically. There's
Creatures crawl in search,
search
of
of
blood.
blood. Well, terrorize
Terrorize
y'all's neighborhood. All right, so now we're switching it upstairs. Everybody's finally made it to the food court, and you see Freya working maniacally, making popcorn. Lots and lots and lots of popcorn. Her eyes have been glassed over, and she's just working like a madman. Her name tag says Sally Mae on it.
Hmm.
Steven is here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have to rescue him. The three of us are downstairs, and Rocky is off somewhere else. So you two girls are gonna have to rescue him. Oh
Peekaboo.
no, it's
Peek-
only Peekaboo
Now,
and
Peekaboo.
Amara.
Actually, it's worse than that. Peekaboo just put AFK. So,
It's
Amara.
Amara.
Yeah.
Mara, you
Do I
can do
do a
it.
sanity check?
Nope. You're
Saving
just.
throw?
Nope. Sorry, you weren't here. So the penalty is you get to shovel popcorn for a while because
Well, it's not my fault my internet went out.
It's better than being drowned in popcorn, that's for sure.
Yeah, we were gonna put you in.
My idea.
So Amara,
Well-
you see this. You see this.
Internet-
You see the young lady. You see the young lady behind the counter wearing a name tag, and you kind of can put two and two together because she's wearing a name tag and working in the mall. And down below, they just murdered a whole bunch of people that were wearing name tags.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do?
Obviously, it's a zombie that you should kill.
It's
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat it again? I know a lot
she
of people were
close to you?
talking at the same time, so I couldn't.
right. So you walk up. The only place in the whole upper level that seems to be functioning is the popcorn maker. When you get a little bit closer, you see a woman behind there administering 2 or 3 different popcorn machines, making lots and lots of popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not acting zombified. She's working industriously, and so you happen to notice that she's wearing a name tag. This is Sally Mae on.
Sally. Yeah.
As you approach the counter,
Hello, miss. Do you want something? No.
exactly. Hi, I'm Sally Mae. Welcome to the pizza.
Hello, miss. Do you want some?
Oh goodness.
Yes, I would like.
Do you like the popcorn?
Yes, please.
Kara, you're down with us.
Yeah,
We're
I
still
know.
not
I
out
know.
there.
I'm sorry. I'm
Excellent.
saying
Do you
okay.
want the combo or do you want?
What's a
Excellent.
Yeah, he's doing a great. He's
Please
going to.
insert card.
Yeah, exactly. Please insert card. You do have 3 of those cards.
Oh, me or?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
The girl behind the counter is asking you to insert your card to pay for the popcorn.
Okay. Yeah. I insert my card.
Okay, you got 3 of them. So pick a number between 1 and 6.
7.
No, 1 and 6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Perfect.
Sorry about that.
All 3 of them at the same time.
That's okay. That's okay. You go to the Rocky School of Numbers. That's okay.
Yes, Rocky School of... No, it's a Freya School of Numbers.
Oh, that's true. 110, 108 armor, 108 hit points.
Wow.
You think you're ever going to live that down?
No.
I don't live down
Peekaboo.
Lassiter.
Guys,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
guys, Peekaboo, you look across and you see Amara is talking to Freya. And Freya is wearing the name tag Sally Mae, and Sally Mae is doing the total customer service. Welcome to our place. I'm Sally Mae. Can I do something for you? And so Amara is actually paying for popcorn with one of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
That should bother you a lot because Freya shouldn't be behind the counter and doing all of that.
And just from what I experienced,
You know, the name tag is probably the reason.
yeah. Okay. Let me look at my spells real quick.
What a great business.
Here's your
plan this place has.
popcorn. Enjoy. There's butter and refresh butter and
It's
cheese
the equivalent
and
of the
other
old ferryman's ferry
on
pole.
the side.
Yep.
You
Exactly.
can have
You
garlic
wish to have a
popcorn.
drink?
If you wish to row
Ooh,
faster,
garlic
then
popcorn was pretty
you
good.
take the rower.
But that's extra though.
Is Bardic
extra. Do you want extra
Inspiration
for garlic popcorn?
Guys,
is Bardic Inspiration checks only, or is it included in saves?
oh, your inspiration, I believe that it affects both saves and skill checks.
All right, I believe so too. So
But
I would
but you also have to find a way to trigger a saving throw because apparently she's already failed it.
that's true.
Of course, if you could just get a hold of the name tag, that might do it since that's what's
All right.
triggering it.
Yep, I'm gonna straight up just climb onto her and start pulling off the.
Miss,
You're
careful.
You're going over. You're trying to climb over the counter.
You're gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm going to hobble over the counter and try to name tag.
Hey, Freya.
The name.
Freya, you should be immediately.
Security.
Oh,
Then
nice. I
Terrified.
didn't expect that. I expected you to go for your manager, but okay. Screaming security, the little blue light above you will start to spin.
I give her a Bardic Inspiration, which is a.
You still have to get it. You still have to trigger a save, which means you have to go for the name tag.
Yeah.
Okay, so go for
Which I am going for the name tag.
Press the alarm system.
roll to attack.
All right, that's gonna be what plus my dexterity. I'm assuming.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do I roll?
No, you have an
I-
armor class.
I
You made
rolled a
attack
natural
rolls.
1, but I am in halfling, so I can re-roll those. That is a natural 20. That is a 24.
What? You backed a 1 with a 20?
Yeah.
Way to go, Peekaboo.
Uh-huh.
So you dodge her, but she grabs the string that holds your name tag around your neck, and she breaks it. You get to make it a second saving throw now, Freya, with a +1. Or yeah, plus.
Or, plus
plus
a
D-
Bardic Inspiration.
It's a
I think
D4. I think it's D4 to start with.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 20.
Wow.
Nice.
We're just full of 20s today. All right. All right. So you made the save. You come out of your condition. The blue light is still flashing, though, and you can hear the whir of the automatons.
Oh, boy.
Do I realize what I did?
No, you were completely blacked out during that period because Sally Mae was running the show.
Alright.
I lift the tag up and I'm just like, this was controlling you. You called security and then the blue thing started.
I said okay. I grabbed the tag, and when the security comes, I wrapped the tag back around me. I said,
Okay, stop. Okay, so you're trying to grab it back from her. So you got to make a grab. You got to roll to attack just like she did. As
Okay,
that
cool.
happens, you can see two of those automatons coming down the pathway. This time they have arms that look like tubes, metal tubes.
Alright. Nope. 4.
Okay, so she's trying to grab for the
And then I yank at the last second and go.
right.
Well, I tried.
The machines stop, point the tubes at you, and say, "Stop! Do not resist! Stop! Do not resist.
I point.
Stop. Do not
Resistance
resist.
is useless.
So are you guys holding your ground, or are you going to try to run from these things?
How close are they?
They're at the entrance of the food court. So they're probably 25, 30 yards away.
Is there
Oh,
a
okay.
butter machine?
It's 2 or 3 rounds before they can get to you, even if they sprint.
Is there a butter machine or oil machine? Oil?
Yep, the butter thing's right there beside you, and now, because you worked on it, know how it works.
I open it, grab the butter that's inside, the melted butter, and throw it on the floor, tossing it, make it nice and slippery.
You're grabbing melted butter.
Well,
How are you grabbing
gloves.
melted butter?
With gloves?
No, it's a big squirty machine that has a lid on it.
Oh, the pump bottle. I see. Just
Yeah.
grab the pump bottle and pull the lid off and just pouring it on the ground.
Yeah, I like tossing it in front of them. So.
Okay, so the ground is covered with oil. As soon as that happens, the red light goes on as well.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Where are you? Sorry, I love that song. And then it's like, how many are there coming? 2?
Just the 2, but they're not entering any further. They're holding their ground. After they say stop 3 times, they wait for a few seconds. Then the voice changes. Please step forward with your hands raised. Please step forward with your hands raised. Please step forward with your hands raised. Please step forward with your hands raised.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Please stand forward with your hands
What do
raised.
you want to do?
I want to step forward with my hands raised.
All right.
Okay,
Very well.
She turns and
Oh,
starts
my
walking
goodness.
towards it. As you walk forward, the creature, the machine, puts out one of its lesser arms, articulator arm, and to motion for you to stand still. Looks you over. A red beam of light passes from its chest over you 3 times. You are cleared. Please continue out of the food court. The food court is now closed for maintenance and
I walk
security.
out of the food court.
Okay, so Amara got by it. The 2 of you are left standing there. The other one is still intoning. Please step forward with your hands raised.
I have my hand raised and I walk forward.
Same.
Forward though. I have my hands in front of me, in a sense.
Okay, and at this point, you do not have the badge, right?
No, I don't. Can they
Peekaboo
check it?
has it.
I know, just making
I
sure.
have it.
Okay, so as you step forward, same thing. As you hold your position, does a little bit of a scan, says, you are free to go. The food court is now closed for cleaning and security. Please step forward with your hands raised. Peekaboo. Please step forward with your hands raised.
I do the same thing.
So the name tag is dangling from one of the upraised arms?
No, I put it in my pocket. No, wait, no. I put it in my backpack.
You stopped and jammed it in the backpack. Okay. As you step forward, they motion for you to stop. They scan. Sally Mae, please identify yourself. Sally Mae, please identify yourself.
Sally Mae.
Sally Mae, please identify yourself.
Show ID.
Oh, I pull
Oh, is it
out...
my turn?
No. I
Okay.
pull out the ID.
It says, training records mismatch. Training records mismatch. Please drop the name tag. Please drop the name tag.
Damn.
Please drop the name tag.
I dropped the name tag.
You are cleared for dismissal. Please leave the food court. The food court is now closed.
Alright. As I am walking away,
Mhm.
I cast Mage Hand to pick it up as I'm passing by them.
And slowly the mage hand will drag it across the ground because the mage hand has to stay within 30 feet of you. So they're busy doing their cleanup work, and you got by with a badge. Good job. Well done. I didn't expect that.
Yay.
That was a nice move. That was a nice move.
I'm like, how can I do this?
Well done.
Tricky halflings.
Mhm.
Okay, so one of the automatons turns and takes a posted position to keep people out of the food court until it's cleaned. The other one returns back up the ramp to the upper level. All right.
So, what happened to me?
Back to the heart party.
Yeah, back to the heart party while you guys can actually compare notes, use chat or whatever to fill him in on what's happened up till now. If you would, Peekaboo.
Well, you see, we,
Okay, no, I mean in the chat so that we can continue on this part.
okay, okay.
Thanks. Okay, so the three of you, what are we doing now? Oh no, I'm sorry, got to deal with Rocky. Rocky's still around?
I'm right here.
All right, so roll a d10 for me.
D10.
Mm-hmm.
Seven.
All right, so you come up to the first of the shops. The glass of the door is closed. It's dark inside, but there is a sliding panel there. Looks like the ID card might fit in it.
I use one.
You already have one of them, so you slide it across.
Yes.
Okay. When you do, the lights come on. First, the nearest lights, and then the next one, and the next one backwards into the store, and you see rows and rows and rows of what look like little tiny boxes. I mean, maybe a quarter of an inch across by a quarter of an inch across by a half inch across. There is a rainbow display of color above each one, and as the door opens, it says, "Welcome to the May Company."
What? May?
May Company.
What is it? What is the May?
Maybe it's natural.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's colorful.
It is rainbows, different color, different.
Is the door unlocked?
It opened in front of you.
Oh, I enter inside.
Okay. As you walk inside, a voice intones, "Welcome, shopper. Today's specials are found in women's clothing and children's underclothes."
Oh, it's a clothing store.
Oh, there's a lot in here, so it's a May Company. If you've never been to May
It's a
Company.
department store like Sears or Montgomery Ward.
But right here at the front, there are rows and rows of these little tiny boxes with color. And as you approach, a voice says mechanically, "May I offer you a fragrance?"
No, thank you.
"Thank you." And it sprays a little bit of fragrance in the air.
What is it? What is the scent?
A little bit like rancid cats.
Oh, never mind. I'm out. The smell.
That's a great thing to have, though.
I found a perfume bottle from like the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
It's so powerful. It's just concentrated.
Right. It all depends on what it was made out of. When I found out what they make modern perfumes out of, I stopped wearing any of the colognes. Most people don't know it, but they use rancid cat pee.
Yep.
Yummy.
I knew it was some kind of pee.
Wait, it's true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also use whale throw up and other things.
No, okay, so the whale stuff was used back in the day, and that actually is called ambergris, and actually was a good preservative. It would hold perfume aroma forever. But it, like the stuff that Travis was talking about finding, might have been the last of ambergris, but they don't use it anymore. But it's actually made from the oils of a whale's brain pan. When
They used whale blubber for like nail polish or lipstick.
Right.
I don't remember which.
Yeah, lipstick. Yeah, good stuff. Yummy.
Delicious.
Whale fat on your lips. All right.
Tastes like chummy. Goes great with bread.
Exactly.
Did I miss anything in the chat?
Store.
No, you did a good job.
I continue looking around the other stores.
Well, that's all. Yeah. So you're not going to stay in here. You're just going to run back out because of the aroma.
Yeah, and plus it's going to be a kids store, kids and women.
Well, it's everything.
Could be your size. You are a dwarf.
Oh no, no, no.
I don't know, man. Some kids that look good have fashionable styles nowadays.
Okay, roll another D10 then, because you're going to the next shop. We'll do 3 of these since you're going to them pretty
5.
quickly. 5. Okay. Again, darkened room. Panel.
Swipe the card.
Swipe the card. Swipe card says, unfortunately, you have been. No, I'm sorry. Thinking about differently. Yeah, it opens. Lights go on inside of this store. There's all of these books. Must be 20,000 books in here.
Das Bücher.
Different
I wonder if they
different
have
sizes.
enchantment books.
I wonder if they have the what?
Enchantment books or something.
Okay, so you walk in and you do see that they're writing on the panels are all in an ancient form of common. You can still make out some of the words. There's a section marked fitness, a section marked self-help, a section marked philosophy, a section marked magic, a section marked cleaning, a section marked children's. What do you want to check out?
Magic.
Of course. You go there and it's weird. There's rows and upon rows of little tiny boxes. Some of them with really brightly colored stuff. There are 5 basic emblems on the boxes. There is a little tiny skull, a little tiny tree, a little tiny teardrop, a little tiny snowflake. What's the one I'm missing? A little tiny a little swirly fireball looking thing.
So
These boxes
light-
are, just a second. These boxes are about 2 1/4 inches tall by about 2 inches wide.
Get a bunch of those cards.
They're like 3x2.
Yeah, 3x2. Yeah, 3x2.
Yeah, I get a collection going.
So the emblems you describe. So I say the skull represents death. So dark magic. The tree, I say life magic.
Mm.
The teardrop is water magic.
Mm.
Snowflake, ice magic, and the
Mhm.
flame one is fire magic.
Okay.
I'm going to check the the tree box.
Okay. So when you open the little tiny tree box, 1/3 of the little tiny tree box looks like pictures of trees, different kinds of pictures of trees, but only like 4 or 5 images they repeat. And then in the others are a wide array of what look like elves. Looks like different kinds of elves.
And animals.
Yeah, a few animals. And some of them actually say spell. Some say enchantment. Some say artifact.
Is there? I'll check in artifacts.
Okay, so you look at an artifact. This one has in the bottom corner a 0/0, and across the top it says ornithopter. Or 0/1 and 0/2, and it says ornithopter across the top. In the little box below the picture is the word flying.
On your mean.
I'll see the flying one.
No, that's it. That's all it says. Flying.
It's a card. It's a little card.
It's a card.
Oh,
You're
cards.
such a card.
These are all cards. This little section,
they-
the magic
can you-
section, is all cards.
Are
Okay,
any
you-
shiny?
Can I use the cards or no?
Sure. How are you going to use them? One of the readers?
Oh, never mind. So it's basically like the cards that we use right now, like when we look through artifacts and all. Like I remember the last group that I was playing before the whole COVID-19 thing. Like there's this person that has like a bunch of artifact cards. So it's like that.
No. She actually, she was a student of artifacts. That's different. that was Peekaboo's other character, and she was an antiquarian and collects artifacts. That's not the same thing. These are actually two-dimensional cards that have images that say things on them.
Are you familiar with card games?
Yeah,
Do you play Magic the Gathering?
I watch a few.
Okay. You are looking at row upon row of Magic cards. This is a store that sells books and such.
Games.
And in this case, games. And so you found a place where there are... It was marked Magic, so you came thinking it was Magic spells, but it's actually the card game Magic. So I've totally been messing with you for the last 3 or 4 minutes here. Just...
jeez. Well,
You're like, these don't do anything. There's no magic here.
Jeez. Okay. So they're small?
Yeah, 2 inches by 3 inches. About the same size as the card reader cards.
Can I grab all 6 of them?
One from each color? Sure.
Okay, then.
What horrors are you gonna unleash on Nycos now?
No kidding. No kidding. All right.
Hi.
I'm sure that Kara's getting a kick out of this.
Well, I know who's getting a dragon deck when they come out.
Can I go to another store?
Yeah, we'll do that next go around. We're gonna go on to the other group. All right.
All right, then.
Art,
No,
You got me there, Jonathan.
I did
got
get
me
you
there.
I did get you. So
Where's
Kara,
that?
Hart, and Valara are still downstairs.
okay.
Yeah.
I say we go. I'd like to stop off at the Army Navy store. We'll try one of these cards, see if we can get in, and get supplies that will help us. There's many things we're short of. Then we'll go upstairs to the security robots division, and see what we can.
They were on the same floor.
Okay.
Well, they were up the ramp on the from the first floor we came in on. We went up.
Right.
and-
So
Okay.
the first floor that we came in on is the second floor. That's the food court area.
okay.
We went up the stairs to the top floor, which had all of the department store stuff, and the army surplus store was one of those. We didn't go in yet.
Well, there's one down here. Right here on the way in, I saw one.
Yeah, the one upstairs. The one upstairs was actually the arms and ammunition store.
Yeah. So this is the Army
Okay.
and Navy surplus. So let's
Sure.
go in there and take some of the stuff that we need. I would say sleeping bags, tarps, rope, climbing gear. Things
Okay.
that will
While
help us
while
out.
you're rattling all of that off, you've been walking. You are now in front of the
Okay, he
surplus
takes
store.
Real
It'll
quick,
cost-
is there any difference when he puts in the voice box?
Where are you at as far as language? 40%?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and
No,
ramp.
you were slightly higher because you had gotten like 4% for something.
Okay.
Oh,
44%.
let me check my character sheet.
Well, I'm just going to say go ahead and ramp from there. Get
Okay.
another chance at ramping.
I think it was 46 or something.
Yeah, something like. Well, as I said, you went up a bit because you got zapped, and it loosened up a few things.
I'm gonna use my name tag to re-roll that one.
Okay.
Hooray!
Yay, from 46 to 50. Now you're 50. Try again.
Am I trying to get over and under?
Over.
Okay, well I am 50 now.
And so when we were talking about what we were going to do with that later in the meta, Travis was making 51. So you get 1 always.
Okay.
Even if you fail, you still get 1.
Cool.
Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
All right. So
Hey.
he's picked up a few more words of English. Yay.
All
Actually,
right.
of any language, because it's
She tries
processor.
her card.
Je me parle
Okay, door opens.
français.
Okay, let's go in and see what we can get.
Okay, lights go on just as I described. As you step
Art
in the
will go in.
as you step in, it says, "Welcome to Loyal Larry's Army Surplus."
Ooh.
What is your inventory?
It's actually a good
Too
question.
many to count.
Well, okay, what do you have in the way of Arctic sleeping
Just
bags?
look around.
Walk the aisles, enjoy yourself. We don't have to be in
Okay.
a hurry. If you want to save time next time, please just check us out on the web.
Oh goodness.
I only wish I could.
What is the web?
Oh, it's interlocked computers that talk to
She
each
has
other.
no idea what you're talking
What
about.
what is a computer?
Remember,
Like a console.
remember you.
Console.
What is a console?
They
Uh,
block
This is
with
too
electricity,
much.
that's it.
Remember,
I'm sorry.
remember, Valar, you just barely learned common. You're only your second week being able to speak it normally. Remember?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll
Whatever.
explain later.
That's a better answer. Much better answer.
Um,
If it doesn't mean anything now, we'll explain later.
later, we'll talk about it.
So what's on the shelves?
Shelves, bins, drawers. God, she's going to go through everything.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff missing. For example, there's no toilet paper.
That's always the first to go.
I could have really used some of that. How about napkins or paper towels?
Well,
Got
those are all gone.
Mismatched socks.
Lots and lots of socks.
Okay. Can I do a judgment on the size of the people that are in the group and start taking bundles of pairs of socks of different sizes?
Right. So this is basically like a shopping trip. So you guys can take time and discuss what it is in particular you
Is
want to
there
pick
anything
up there.
in particular that is not here?
Yes, there won't be any electronics. Anything. There will be piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of batteries, most of which have already corrupted over time. But there are no devices that would use said batteries. So
Yeah, and
And
I'm
there's-
assuming that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There's probably no weapons or ammo.
actually, it's surprising how many weapons you will find here. But they
Oh,
all
good.
are marked with this AS, and all of the barrel tips are yellow.
Uh,
Oh,
Awesome. Get some for me.
There's actually even a decent paintball selection.
Ah!
airsoft, Gene.
AS stands
I
for
know.
airsoft.
We don't need another episode, community.
Okay, so in other words, can he find any ammunition?
Yeah, you'll find plenty of targeting arrows. The
Can she
target
find?
arrows. I mean,
Okay, can she find a compound composite bow? I'm talking about a modern bow, a pulley bow.
more than likely, yes.
Yay!
Is Amara still
Get two of
in
them.
this?
Still
She will
in the
find-
box. Hey, what's that, Kara?
Is Amara?
Mm,
Oh.
I'm sorry, Amara. Go ahead.
Am I still in this?
Oh, yeah.
Well, she could probably join us because she just left the food court, so we're just outside the food court, aren't we?
No,
we're
you're
downstairs.
you're downstairs, but she could come down there if she wanted to. She'll
Okay.
find you by this point because you're standing here talking, so she probably can
Mhm.
hear you.
Yeah, so I walk downstairs and then I find the rest of the group.
Okay.
Hart
Where-
wants to look behind the counter.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
'Cause
Fine.
you know how they always have those glass
Who wants to
covered
look behind the
counters
counter?
with the. That's where they put all the knives
Hart
and
wants
drill
to look
guns.
behind
the
counter.
robot.
are there.
Okay.
Heart.
What was that, Amara?
Oh, I was asking who was looking behind the counter. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
actually, Hart finds he tries to fit behind. He can't. He's too big. Around
Gene.
the
Try to
torso.
lift up the
I
counter.
hear your message.
Yeah.
What
She
is below the
I look-
counter?
Okay. So
I
she.
look below the counter.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
The first thing you find when you're looking underneath the counter, right there by with the metal box where people use their cards for, you
Mhm.
see what looks like an oversized wand. It's probably twice the dimension as far as
Mm.
diameter, and it has two tubes that go almost its entire length and a short curved handle with a metal loop and what looks like maybe a lever inside of that loop.
Hehe.
Hmm. I'm thinking in my head, ooh, a wand.
Right. So you're gonna pick it up
Yeah.
from its
I'm gonna-
place.
Mhm.
Okay. As soon as she does, Valara, make a wisdom a perception. Yeah, exactly. A perception test at a 5.
Hadn't she grabbed it by the handle?
I rolled
or
a 16 and I have perception is 3.
Amara has in her hand a sawed-off shotgun. She's currently pointing it at Hart by accident.
Amara,
Yeah.
Hart
Stop.
leans down to look through
don't
the
do
tubes.
anything.
Um,
Lift the point up.
Amara,
Lift the point up.
Amara,
Lift
I
you're
put the.
you're
You're
holding.
shouting at someone with a gun.
Yeah, she's also pointing it directly at Hart, and Hart is leaning down to look into the two tubes.
Is there any?
Wait,
Hart,
a shotgun?
no.
Wait.
No.
I thought we were doing-
Amara,
I thought we-
lift it up and don't touch anything. I'm coming. So she
Okay, so
drops her socks and
she literally drops her socks. That's funny. That's a quote. That's a quote.
She drops her
She
socks.
she totally dropped her socks in Nycos. All right. Amara, what do you do when she shouts, put the point up, put the point up?
I put the gun down.
You put it down? Do you just let go of it and drop it? Or do you place it
I
on the
let go of
counter?
it and drop it.
Wait, John.
Alrighty.
Yay.
Yay. Roll a D4, Valara.
Oh man.
There's.
I imagine that this is the slow motion part. The
It's a hammer. Is the thing is falling.
okay, just a moment.
spinning end over end over end.
Barrel could be
Where
pointing at
will
anybody.
I rolled a 6 on a 6, which would be a 3.
On a D4?
No, a D4. I cut a half of a 8.
Oh, okay.
Hart, roll a reflex check to catch it.
Sure. DC 18.
So it's equivalent to a 3.
Right.
I got a 14 plus. What's my dex? Plus 2. 16.
What did I set as the DC?
You didn't. You were about to say it. And then Filar kicked in.
Well, let's put it this way: with the roll she got on the die, you grab it by the handle. But by that time, it hits the ground, and the trigger still fires. And so the shotgun sprays all across the ground in the direction of Amara. Amara gets a Dex save.
I dodged.
Yep, you
Oh.
get to make it save. So you roll a D20.
I'll roll it for her.
Okay.
So a D20 is a 20-sided dice. That's what we roll to decide certain things like this.
It's
Oh, okay.
And then
the
you're,
shape of a
and then because of the fact she's got because of the sorcery, she have a Dex modifier. She gets to.
So she got an 18 plus whatever her dex
Okay.
is.
Okay. So you literally jump
Not bad.
You jump back behind the counter as the little pellets smash into the wood behind it, tearing up the whole thing. The volume of the sound, though, is what's devastating. Is that you guys have never heard the roar of a gun before.
I think
And-
everybody
Oh
in
my
the whole place
God.
would hear that.
What was,
She's still
just a second, guys.
swinging.
One at a time. So go ahead, Valara, but then Hart had something
She
to say.
sprints right up to it. She picks it up and cocks the gun and unloads it.
Oh, it's already unloaded, isn't it?
Well, it has dual barrels. Could have been only one that fired.
Okay, Hart, you were saying something when she stomped.
Oh, I was just in the meta. I think everybody in the whole place would hear it.
Yes, the whole
very
building would have heard the report of the gun. So as you pick up the weapon, the blue light will come on again
Okay.
inside the
She
store.
cocks the gun. She removes the shells from it. She pulls it back up and puts it down.
So when she takes the weapon, because she is familiar, she definitely works to take it apart. As she pulls the shells out, there's smoke rising from them.
They both fired? Ugh.
Yeah.
Girl, why in heaven's name didn't you point it upwards like I asked you to? To drop it was the worst thing you could have done.
Laura, stop.
No.
No,
Hart-
stop.
Hart says-
She was scared. She didn't know any better.
I
You
told her
scared her.
exactly what to do.
You don't scream at someone holding something dangerous. It makes them panic.
Oh, and so I should let her shoot you? She was about to shoot you.
Better me shot than someone else shot.
Better no one shot.
Yes, but screaming doesn't
Now
help.
you're distracting me again.
And you hear the rumble of the robots coming.
Okay? She
So,
puts the gun back where it belongs and just.
well, you didn't see where it came from. Because
Throw behind the counter.
she was behind the counter and you were looking at socks. So you didn't know where to put it, so the only thing you
Where
could do is
did
put
you
it back on the
find
counter.
this? Where did you find this?
Under the counter.
Under
She puts it under the counter.
Okay.
More shells.
You're gonna go grab some more gear because here comes the
Uh, she's gonna
automatons.
go back there, grab the socks, underwear,
Mhm.
tank tops, sleeping
You know,
bags.
Write a quick
Everything
list.
that she didn't say that was everything that was not important, like clothes that she can get anywhere.
Yeah, where? Where have we seen anywhere
It's the first
where
time
we
she's
can
seen
get clothes?
Clothes. Your kind of clothes don't really matter. You wanted to get the rope and the sleeping bag
Yeah.
and the tents and the survival stuff.
Yes, but including clothes for underwear to give extra warmth. Could she get anything that's
Anyway.
Arctic gear?
She's gathering stuff, and the two of you kind of bickering. Amara, what else do you want to look for in this big store? There are more of those tube-like wands on the wall, like I said, but they have yellow tips, and
Some more wands.
yeah, a whole lot more wands. They're all weird looking though, weird
Mhm.
configurations.
Some are pink. Others
Well,
are
even
blue.
the one-handed ones are weird because the handle is like perpendicular to the way you would normally face a wand. You think of grabbing the back of the wand and pointing the tube at the pointed end at people, but in this case the handle is perpendicular, so you're holding onto the bottom. Basically, they're pistols, but the idea is that you don't even know what they are. So, but there's all kinds of them, but
Is
they're all
there any
yellow
tools?
tips.
What do I know the yellow tip means? Safety?
It means
Pellet? A
Toy.
pellet?
Means toy.
Still, yeah.
Means not a real gun.
Okay.
yes, and the airsoft, the AS represents airsoft, which are those little tiny yellow pellets that people can buy the guns now that fire that you can actually hit your friends with, but it won't hurt them.
Well, it hurts.
It
but
stings.
It doesn't
Yeah,
hurt.
it stings. It doesn't. You can't
It's
put on
slightly less powerful than a
BB gun.
no paintball gun.
Yes.
It
Okay.
just uses mechanical springs instead of compressed gas.
Right.
Is there any tools in here?
Yes. Lots and lots of tools.
Shovels she's looking for.
There's also Mike.
Pickaxes.
Yep.
How about some fine tools?
Yes. The screwdriver sets and little tiny wrench sets. There'd be. There would be some things that you could find useful since they're not considered to be electronics. There'd be soldering guns and heating elements that could be plugged in.
So he will grab a soldering gun, and he will grab some
There's a
chisel, like the
Toolkits.
little tool boxes that has like the different size, shape chisel.
yeah.
thing.
There's Dremel attachments. You can get all the little Dremel bits and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is there a Dremel? Get a Dremel.
Oh, there's several Dremels.
No, that's an electrical thing, isn't it?
No, it's
You
not.
can
I
figure-
said I didn't say electric wasn't here. I said electronics. So no radios, no TVs, no video monitors, none of that kind of stuff, because that all would have.
We can figure out electricity. Just keep on looking.
Magic.
By the way, Amara, those
Mhm.
are not wands.
Oh.
They're guns.
Oh.
The
So-
ones
I
so
with
wasn't aware of
the,
that.
So, Jonathan, so in this campaign, guns exist?
Well,
Sort of. And
Yeah,
there are weapons.
Like modern weapons?
kind of. But
Heart-
we didn't know what it is.
There's so much to discover, Rocky. I can't tell you all of it now. Just
we need someone to keep those security robots out, like shut the door and lock us.
well as you
Okay.
you're sending who over there?
Heart.
You're gonna ask Hart to go there, but Hart's gathering electrical stuff, and
I know.
And so the two of you are busy madly stuffing your bags and even finding
Are
other
we
bags and
nearby?
stuff to carry stuff.
I'm using the sleeping bag to stuff.
Those of
things
you that were
into.
kicked out of the upstairs level will be basically walking down the ramp as you hear the automatons coming again from above.
If there is a, you know how stairs had the handle?
Yeah.
I'd actually like to climb down and slide down.
Whee! Okay, cool. Deck save.
Oh,
Okay.
God, how do you spell lathe?
LATHE.
I'm gonna give her a phone.
You probably
Better
won't
call-
find one at
yeah.
an Army Navy.
No,
surplus
there was a lathe in the other
place.
encampment. Yep, the other
No, in the
complex.
arms and ammo shop there was a lathe, and so I was gonna pick that up. if
Yep.
we were-
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Okay, you kind of lose your balance, so although you're sitting on your keister as you started, you end up sliding down on your back. However, it is hysterically fun all the way to the end because everybody has always wanted to do this. I know that's why you're doing it, because
Yep.
wish fulfillment. You get to slide down the mall.
Speaking of wish fulfillment,
Ramp.
does she get caught by anybody at the end?
No, that's the problem.
Oh.
No, that's
Oh,
the
I
best
do-
part.
Oh,
Better.
no, you're right. You're right. As you slide down to the bottom, you feel like you would fly out into the ground and hit the ground, so you're bracing. You kind of close your eyes as you come to the end, and you feel yourselves in the warm embrace of somebody who smells a little bit like whiskey and a little bit like chocolate.
Why would you do this to me?
Hello, dearie! I've been looking for you!
I rushed down quickly.
I'm sorry. I had to. It was too perfect.
That was exactly right. That was totally a mall movie moment right there. That's
Scream bloody murder and call for security.
Oh, I really wish I had something that could make a double of me and just.
I used harm person.
no, that's not what she's trying.
She's trying to harm it.
Okay, so you're screaming bloody murder and coming down the stairs after her,
Yeah.
Freya.
Yeah.
You're gonna cast magic at her. I don't think you've cast a single spell since you've been in here.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna call for security again.
She cast some the other day on to make the fake cards.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm using my feet as before.
I'm gonna call security.
Kicking and pushing.
Security!
Okay, it's really creepy. He holds you out at arm's length, and he must have Marfans or something, because when he holds you out that far, your feet can't even reach to kick him. So you're hanging out there, dangling, your legs hanging from his.
Oh no, I'm like
What
one
are
of
you
those
doing?
cats that just don't like to be paced up.
Stranger danger.
Exactly.
So I'm yelling security.
Have that look on my face too.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
horror, a mitigated horror.
No. It's that look of I don't want to be picked up and the likes of you.
Yes.
Can I would you
So
mind if
so Rocky, you come out of the store right about now, and you see that you got those the 6 decks of cards or whatever stuffed in your bag. You're just putting those away. When you step out, and you see poor Peekaboo being carried by this horrible apparition. It's about
Over my head, I cast prestidigitation that says "Do not like."
No.
Nice. 7 foot tall clown
Wow.
wearing big floppy red shoes. It has a white collar, like a Elizabethan collar all the way around, and bright red lipstick, bright blue on its nose, and red eyebrows painted up almost to the top
walking
of
her
its
to the
forehead.
back?
And I have the face of a grumpy cat.
And
The grumpy cat.
And it's walking her towards the back, going, "I have such fun things to do with you."
Oh my god.
That's not creepy at all.
So what are you doing, Rocky?
Do I reach him at any time?
Yeah,
I was like,
you've come.
what
You
the heck
okay.
was that?
Okay, while you're watching that go on, you see Freya coming down the stairs, screaming bloody murder,
Security.
calling for security, and the 2 mecha that were on their way down to below split up. One comes this direction, and the other one heads further down towards onwards towards the surplus store.
I'll go to the
When the security comes up, security says, "What seems to be the problem?"
I point at the clown. He's kidnapping my child.
It looks down at you and says, "Employee is entertaining."
She's not. She is being taken hostage. Please save my child, or I'm suing.
Wow,
Ooh.
that's a stretch. I don't know where that came from. But, Kara, you're up here someplace too, aren't you? Or are you downstairs?
Cards
Yeah,
heart.
I'm with
in
yeah,
us.
I'm with heart. And
Well,
Oh,
I
that's right.
figured that since I was under control, I don't know, maybe the whole crazy woman.
Yeah, I understand, but this is clearly a malfunctioning thing, and the worst thing about it is that whoever the clown is has learned to work the system.
Well, yeah. Well, I figure like if you, because crazy mothers and people on government. I mean,
No, I get,
victims of, like,
I got what you were going for. I totally get what you're going for. But the problem here is you're not taking into account the fact that the clown has been here longer and understands the system better. He's
Right.
done something that allows him to walk past the security aspect. If you think about it.
Well, then, am I close to him at all? Like reaching?
Well, when you get to the bottom, you decided to stop and talk to the automaton. So he's about to turn into the little hallway that is his little cubby hole.
I'm gonna use.
Hang on. The one thing he's going to have to do is switch how he's carrying her. So he's going to try to tuck her under his arm with one arm like a football so that he can get through the lock at the door.
Struggle, Peekaboo. Struggle, damn
Oh
it.
no, I'm
Now-
gonna do better than that.
Okay.
I'm
So-
gonna cast Thunderwave.
Oh, nice. So as he turns
I'm
the
tired
corner,
of this nightmare fuel.
as he turns the corner and tries to reposition you, you let go of Thunderwave. That was horrible.
And the way it comes out is I just let out this horrible, horrible childlike scream. You know exactly the one I'm talking about.
The bone chilling movie one.
I imagine that it's this cute little girl, and all of a sudden she opens her mouth and like a death metal scream.
I
comes
startle
out.
just by the sound
yeah.
of the child like scream.
Yes.
And as I scream, the thunder wave just
Right.
comes out
Do
of
the
my
scream.
mouth.
Do the scream
And
in the
the
mic.
and
Do
the
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Do it.
No.
what are you doing, Jake? What are you doing, Jacob?
He wants me to do the actual scream. No,
No,
I'll be right back.
we're not going to do that.
we're not doing that.
So-
Oh, this hurt my ears.
Yeah. Also, the stream couldn't handle it anyway. So you scream. I rolled.
Bloody murder.
He rolled
Mhm.
horribly. He falls backwards, but more importantly, as he falls backwards, from his pocket slides a gold card.
Grab it.
Well, no, he's at the far end of the tunnel. The only person down there with him is Peekaboo, and she'd have to get close to him again to get to it.
No, I don't, because I have mage hand.
It's not dexter enough to actually take it from him. It can attempt to reach it, but it's going to be... You have to launch it from where you are, and it takes... moves at
Can you do
15?
another?
It
wall?
materializes within 30 feet.
Right.
So it would instantly materialize if he's within 30 feet.
He won't be because she used the
Yeah.
Thunder
but
Wave and
it-
knocked him away.
Thunderwave only goes back 10 feet.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, only 10 feet.
Okay. But anyway, the card flies out of his pocket as he hits the ground, and he's on his back, and because I rolled a frickin' 1, the card goes sliding out away from him, further back beyond him.
So I had the mage hand just at least like press it on the floor and start to drag it.
Okay, well you can actually, if it was in that range, you picked it up. But are you
Alright.
going straight up with it, or how are you going to get it away from him?
Right now.
Give it to me.
Because he's gonna tumble back to his feet during his action and try to go for it.
Just run.
I just
Because when you run,
go for it.
the hand has to follow
I
you.
go for behind. I run it closer to Freya and try to get behind her.
Okay. As you get there, the automaton turns to you. It says, "What's all this, then, miss?"
He's trying to kidnap my child.
He's looking at Peekaboo instead of at you.
You're not,
Oh,
I have
sorry.
fake crocodile tears streaming down my eyes.
Of course you do.
I'd
Are
have
you
real
sure?
tears
Are you
about
sure those are fake? I'm pretty sure that the very thought of where he was going to take you was enough
Quote
to make.
unquote fake tears.
Nice. I'm insisting that they're fake now. I don't want real tears. All right. So once you get the badge away from it, the guy looks appalled, and he pulls it, reaches into one of his big floppy pockets, and pulls out a baton, maybe a foot and a half, 2 feet long, with two metal prongs at the end of it. He says, "Give that to me!" and comes running down towards you.
Oh
I just
boy.
scream, nah, 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 nah.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
I'm using ice daggers.
Okay, roll your ice knife.
No, wait. Yeah. 20. A natural 20. Wow.
All right.
Nice.
So do your base damage.
I think it's D4, right?
He fails his save, so you get to do the extra damage as well. So it's 2d6 on top of whatever you roll.
Sweet. D6. There we go. 5,
I feel like this would be the funniest looking fight I've ever
6,
Terrifying,
One.
terrifying kind of fight.
5, 6, 1.
5, 6, 1. Okay, yeah, he gets hit. The ice explodes. He looks down at it. He sees the shards of ice sticking out of him. Realizes that he can actually be hurt, which he thought pretty much he was immune. And for the first time, the clown looks scared inside of his rubber suit and cracking grease paint. Maybe we can negotiate. I wasn't gonna do her any harm. We were just gonna have a party, weren't we, little girl?
seen.
I'm
Give me the
glaring.
baton. Put down your weapon and get on the floor.
He drops the stick.
And I have
And-
my arms.
Well, no, when you say it, it isn't that you say it. It's the fact that the automatons both raise their tubes in his direction, and so he drops them and slowly starts backing away.
Stop him.
He says,
I'm out there.
can I have my badge back, please? I've got some work to do.
And now, wait, is the machine going towards him?
Well, no, it's holding
They
its
were
ground.
pointing towards him.
The machines are holding their ground, pointing at him, and he's dropped his stick, and now he's lowering himself to the ground like you suggested.
No. Take everything out of your pockets and throw it to the side.
Oh, God. Now we come to the next moment of humor. He starts pulling stuff out of his pockets.
Oh,
Dang
God.
it.
Rubber,
Right when you said, "Oh God," I went, "Oh no!"
rubber chickens come out. A couple of bags of feathers that fall on the ground and spread out.
Whole cream pie.
Whole cream pies.
Another clown.
Well, now go get ahead of me, God. You guys just take all my fun. I swear.
Be quiet.
But anyway, as he's pulling all this stuff out, one of the things he happens to pull out is a tiny pineapple. He gets a look.
The bad apple. That's.
He gets
You don't.
he gets a clever look on his face. You have no idea what it is, but he pulls this thing out and pulls a
Oh
little
no!
pin out of the other side of it, and he's got his thumb on the little trigger.
But I
He
still
says,
say put down the.
he says,
pineapple.
he says, I'll throw the pineapple, but you got to give me my badge. Come on, pineapple or badge.
Use
Okay, I'll
Okay.
give you
No.
your badge.
Wait, I'm using
So you're dangling the badge.
Spray. Sorry, spray.
I'm dangling.
Hang on,
a
stop.
pres-
We can't all talk at the same time. I'm asking
Sorry.
Peekaboo a question. Are you sending the badge back in his direction?
Behind my back, I cast prestidigitation to use.
Okay,
Give
but you
him
got
a
but the hand is a concentration spell and prestidigitation is not, correct?
Oh, so I did not take the. Well, correct, but did I not?
No,
did
that
I
means
not-
you can still. I'm just clarifying that you can do prestidigitation while
I
holding
thought
a
that I
concentration
had
spell.
finally gotten the card back.
No, it's still following behind you because you ran away. Remember, you ran from him,
Yeah.
so it was
Okay.
slowly drifting towards you at its 15 move rate while
I'm gonna
he's.
use
Alright.
color spray.
All right. Since he's.
You want to use color
distracted-
spray?
Just stop jumping on each other. Just
All right, sorry.
I will ask you your response here in a second, but I'm asking Peekaboo just if she's sending it drifting back.
Yeah,
towards
I
you.
am trying to prestidigitate a gold card.
A duplicate
Yes.
while it's floating. Make a wisdom attempt.
I have an argument.
Okay.
technically, because he would have had to use an action to get down and then start moving it, it may have gotten to her by now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So use your prestidigitation to make a duplicate, and then you have to.
I rolled a natural 19 plus my wisdom is a 20.
Okay, so then you recast the mage hand to send it back to him. Okay, so
Quote unquote.
yes. So as you're sending it back to him, he's got his thumb on the grenade, and as it's floating towards you, he says, "If you knew how long I've been holding onto this, you would understand how much I really want to see how this thing works."
I'm gonna use color spray.
Okay,
Blind flicker.
excellent. As you use color spray, peekaboo. Actually, roll how many dice you do. How many hit points?
It doesn't do any damage. All it does is like a spray can in the eyes.
Makes him go blind, nauseous.
No, but it starts with the lowest hit points.
Yeah, it starts with a low. It's the same thing as sleep.
Same effect as sleep.
Same as effect as sleep, except it's blind instead of fall asleep.
Right.
Well, it's centered on him.
Yeah.
Right.
They're nowhere near
He's
each other.
behind me.
I just
They're
remembered,
close. They're within 30 feet because he's going to throw a hand grenade. So.
Yeah. Okay. Which one do I want to roll?
You got to roll 66.
66. Oh, whoa. 3, 5.
You don't have 66?
Doesn't matter. Okay.
5.
Did you add them all together? Are you writing them down? You've rolled 6 times.
I've got them.
Okay.
I heard 5 times. 3, 3, 5, 5, 5 is what I heard.
I don't think this is how.
Go look. Look it up.
Looking.
I feel like that's wrong too. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
You gotta know what you're gonna cast before you cast it.
I thought I did. That's why I was like, okay.
I think he's got it right. It might actually be more. It might be 86, but it's whatever it is.
No, you roll 60-10.
60-10, even worse.
The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect.
Right.
Exactly.
Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you
Right.
are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
Right.
So it is a cone from him.
Passing,
So anything that is in front of you.
which would be her and him.
Oh no, she's behind me.
No, she was running to get behind you.
To get behind you. And then it had.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you got behind me.
No, she didn't.
Well,
Not yet,
then
not yet.
obviously he would have waited until she wasn't in the stream of it, maybe.
Would you like me
Because,
to
like,
roll
the
up?
robot talked to her. That's why.
Why? Then move up to her and cast it.
There you go. You could do that.
There we
Move
go.
up. I move up and cast it.
Okay.
So 60-10.
So while he's moving up, I'm like sending the card
Yes.
over.
But it moves only at 15, so it will be only halfway across when he gets there. So when he gets ready to
Hopefully
cast the
he'll
spell.
watch the card coming to him and
Probably would be, honestly.
not Freya's hands.
I got you, dollar.
Well, my hands are forward automatically, so it's all good. And they're laid them down. Okay, so 10, 10 D. No,
Well,
wait,
that sucks.
sorry.
Well, apparently, the virus, the COVID virus, I just got an email. The COVID virus apparently got to New York not from Asia, but from Europe, and it got there weeks before the first reported cases, which would put it exactly when I was in New York and in the airports.
Oh.
Yes, but you've been home how long?
3-ish weeks.
Yeah, you haven't
Yeah.
manifested.
You're
But
clear.
my
But he-
parents
but-
are getting sick.
But he could be manifesting in other people.
Well,
You guys haven't performed social in your house? Ha ha ha.
Huh?
You guys weren't performing social distancing? No, because you're
Well,
family.
Yeah, I
am.
guess.
I suppose.
well, you can usually tell if
We
you don't.
three are, where one person uses the kitchen, one person uses the bathroom, so I clean everything up. We
You were
another,
in your house.
Wait,
Well,
wait till-
anyways,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
That sucks for you. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll be okay. Hopefully they'll be okay.
Thanks.
Tell your parents we're praying for him because it's not a fun disease. Oh, it isn't what
Will
that
do.
is. I've been there, but we've been there with the idea that I might have it. So yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So
Am I-
anyway, how much was the total?
I forgot after we had this conversation. How many fives did you get? They get
6d10.
60 then. 10. Sorry, I'm trying to find the. Which one?
Use your 20s because you can just ignore the first digit.
Oh, right.
I'll just roll it for you, okay? Okay, we got
Oh.
8 plus 8, that's 16. We got 3 plus 6 is 9. We got 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7 plus 9 plus 16.
Well, that'd be 16 and 16, which is 32.
Okay, so
The clown,
Whoever's crazy-
the clown's eyes gloss over, and he goes,
Oh, sorry.
"To hell with it!" Pulls the pin, or flips the lever, and throws the pineapple at you.
Is he blind?
Yeah, apparently, because he just said, "Flip it and just go," because that's why he threw it, because he's no longer in any kind of control of the situation. So he.
Of course. I don't have anything to.
Right. So go ahead.
Peekaboo, wait, Peekaboo, are you a sorcerer?
I am
I'm a
bard.
sorcerer.
Oh.
Bard.
But Amara, you're downstairs with the people downstairs. You're
Can
not,
you use
Most-
Soundwave again?
What?
Can you use your thunder?
Thunderwave? Yeah, I could
yeah.
use that again. I think I had.
but you're more than
She has a
15 feet from him,
reaction, though.
and she's already.
How
Yeah,
does
it's got to be a reaction to this because it's coming inbound.
All right.
So make deck saves.
All right.
You and
Yeah.
Freya
May
both.
I use an inspiration to inspire Freya?
Inspiration's
No.
not a reaction. Nope.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice try though.
I always try.
Can I push? I got a 14. Can I push the robot in front of us?
You can't push the robot any place. He's so heavy. He's like trying to push
you can
hard.
get behind it.
You
Yeah.
could-
Can we get? Yeah. Can I grab her?
That's
and
what
get
that's what the deck saves for, is to get out of the way.
behind? Okay.
I rolled a 7.
What did Freya get?
I got a 14.
Okay,
Plus,
so Freya gets behind, so she's going to take half damage. Peekaboo's going to take full damage, and Travis, would you roll a d6 for me?
Yep. 2.
2?
Four.
Okay, so Peekaboo, you take 2 points of damage, and Freya, you take 1.
Ah! Ow! My gut!
The little thing pops open, and a little sign says "Bang" on the side of the grenade. Little
I thought it
flag.
was going to be an airsoft grenade.
Now, the little flag sticks out of it. It says "Bang."
Hey, I'm going to be right back real quick.
Okay.
Kill the guy.
So it's a fake grenade?
Well, it says "Bang." You're gonna go in and inspect it.
No.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. He tried to attack me. I'm gonna use my daggers again. Ice daggers. If I can use it. Wait, can I use them again? Yeah, I can use them one more time.
Okay. Roll to hit.
He did.
He's prone, so you're gonna be a -4 on the die roll.
I'm gonna use a BP.
Okay.
Use one more BP.
How many do you have left?
Well, I think this is probably my last one, honestly.
I mean, probably. Is it written on the top of your character sheet? How many did you have?
It is. TP. Give me a second. It's round back.
I should have been on the top and the front, because I always tell everybody to put it on the front, top, center.
I have 3 apparently. Sweet.
I just put it next to my character's name.
So you only have 1 left. Go ahead.
Please. Please. 14.
You miss.
Well, I tried.
You still get to do the 2d6 of ice damage though, because it explodes. So roll 2d6. And he saved, so he'll get half of that.
4, 6.
Okay, so you do 6, he takes 3 of it. All right. So you did that. He's still laying on the ground. He says, just get me the badge.
Still sending it.
Yes.
Nothing.
3, 2, 1. Both of you make another saving throw, this time at disadvantage.
16.
It's at disadvantage. You got to roll twice and take the worst.
I rolled a natural 4. Let's see if I roll a natural 1.
6.
That's a natural 7. That's gonna be.
Okay, so both of you take 4d6. So, Valara, roll me 4d6 real quick, please.
What just happened?
The grenade that said bang now goes boom and does more damage. They left it laying there on the ground. Caught them
What
kind
did
of.
they do? Try to pick it up?
Nope, they didn't approach it, which would have made it worse. But they left it alone while they were trying to get a hold of him, and so its secondary
I was
effect.
trying to get a
triggers.
hold of him. I was trying to kill him.
I know.
Okay,
You shot
I
at him.
have a total of 12 points.
Okay, so if you guys failed, which you both did, 12 points of damage.
Alright. Give me a second. Le moment.
Un momento, por favor.
How are we doing, Peekaboo? How many you got left?
Let's see here. So, I need to know
Yeah,
how
but
much. I need to know how much damage.
12.
12
Oh,
on top of the 2.
12. That's 14. I'm at 2 hit points.
Yeah, that hurt a
It's
lot.
better than being dead.
But thank Freya. Freya's higher level, so she probably is okay.
Yeah, I'm alright.
She took 12 though.
It's still a lot of damage. I'm not saying I'm alright.
And
right?
okay. And when it exploded,
Need some flex tape. That's a lot of damage.
when it exploded, it spelled out in the black dust on the ground, boom. So it bang and then went boom.
Those security robots should have be doing something.
Man, they're useless.
Security is recognizing a manager in the area and is not responding because managers handle these things.
Well,
That's you, kiddo. You got the
Yeah.
gold card.
But you
Yeah.
don't know that, so
Yeah.
let her deal with
Did
it.
the clown at least get some?
From the explosion? No, because he threw the grenade. Because they
Yeah, but
They made
he
him-
was blind when he threw it.
They made him blind. He was already on the ground, so he's got prone, so it's harder to hit him as it is. And therefore, he's laying over there blinded.
Is there any more grenades?
No? No?
Give me a second. Give me one moment, please.
Wait, you could have forgotten about the ka of the boom.
No. The
Bang, boom,
What?
boom.
the clown has rolled up onto his hands and knees and is crawling away from you.
I'm running at him. I'm gonna stab him with my dagger. In the back of him.
You're going to run up and stab him?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm gonna stab him right in the back.
Okay, so you're...
Hey guys, I have to be right back really quick.
Okay. Go back to your scene in a few minutes, so you got time. Go. See when you get back. Okay, so you're going to go up behind it and stab him?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, let's see. I haven't used acid in a while. Let's go with acid, actually.
Well, you said you're going to stab him. You're not going to stab him? You're going to acid splash him from distance then?
No, I'm gonna get close to him. Spray it in his face. Well, not his face, but in his back. Neck, maybe. On his neck, yeah.
Okay.
Stay there! And you yell, stay still, stop moving! And you acid splash on him.
Okay, do your damage. Actually, yeah, he has to save. He'll fail. Go ahead.
Let's see.
Wait, that's,
Need to get bored.
Oh, this is going so well.
1.
Swimmingly.
Bobbing along, singing a song on
There's
the
one damage.
bottom of the beautiful
1 point damage.
God, I haven't heard that song forever.
Nice. All right. So he kind of giggles, and at this close range, he rolls over. And because he was on the ground and his stick was on the ground, what you didn't notice is that he'd rolled over it so that when he came that close to him, since you wanted to be over him, He now stabs you with his stick. I rolled a 17. Does that hit your armor class?
Uh, 15.
Okay, 3d6 damage. No, sorry, 2d6 damage. Valara, would you roll that for me?
2d6 damage?
Yep.
Done.
And you get to make a Constitution save.
4 points.
So 4 points of damage and a Constitution save, Freya.
One it fell off the table when it went on the same number. 3.
3. Yeah,
I did some of them.
your body shakes violently and you fall to the ground, enervated. You will not. You're going to be stunned for 2 rounds, and
Okay, I'm spending my last DP then. I'll make more. 17. Oh my god, it's scary.
okay. So you still took the 4 points of damage. 4 plus 12 plus 2. You should be getting pretty close to toasted.
Okay, give me
How
a
many hit
second.
points do you have?
I have
108.
50,
No, just kidding.
I have 53.
Yeah, 53. No,
No.
you're 4th level, 3rd level, 4th level, 3rd, I think.
level.
3rd level.
Yeah. So
If he's lucky.
so at most you'd be 24. That'd be maxed out. I don't think you're maxed out.
How come you don't have that number straight yet? We
I
sat with
thought
you.
I did. So I was like, oh, okay. I really suck at doing this.
How many
What
hit points
would
do you have?
Not
I-
enough.
Not enough. I'm down.
Okay.
Oh no.
So he's twitching on the ground. The clown is still crawling away. Acid burns his clothing as he's crawling away. It's Peekaboo's turn. You've got the gold badge. The mechs, the automatons are standing. The automaton is still standing over your shoulder.
All right.
I got it. You can say in exasperation, "Would someone please kill this damn clown?"
Again, arrest him.
Which one?
Pointing at it at the
I
clown.
said, you said him. I'm a her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The automaton steps forward. The clown keeps crawling, trying to crawl faster, but of course the automaton will eventually catch him, pick him up by his clothing in 2 different places, and carry him away screaming, "No! Don't let them do this! I'm a citizen! I belong here! I'm the manager! I'm the manager!" as he vanishes in the distance. Alright, now downstairs. You guys heard the blue light, and you hear the automaton approaching. You guys have loaded up your arms and bags with stuff.
Okay, she puts it down, so there's nothing in her hand, and she goes out to meet the automaton.
Hart picks up all the stuff that she was carrying.
Okay.
I
You
mean,
have
I
it written
grabbed.
down on your character sheet, right?
Yeah, I have parkas and.
You got it
and-
written down. As long as you got it written down, we're good.
Yeah.
So when you get to the door, automaton's looking down at you, scans you. You're free to leave.
Well,
Hart follows her out.
Kara's with you as well. So I don't know how much stuff she grabbed, but let's assume that she did. Is she going to carry it with her, or is she also going to drop it off to you, Hart?
She didn't put it down, so I'm assuming she's carrying it with her.
Okay. Amara, what are you doing?
I'm.
No, screw it. I'll carry it all. It's fine. I can do it.
I'm just asking what Amara's doing. Is she going to walk out the door like you did, or is she going to hang back? What's your plan?
I'm gonna hang back.
She's going to hang back. She's cowering behind the counter where the shotgun is. All right. So the rest of you get near the door. Kara walks up, does the scan. That's her through because she's not. Well, I don't know if she's carrying anything like that, but if she's carrying stuff, they're going to order her to put it down.
no, she gave it to Hart.
Well, she wasn't. She's not here to say either way. But anyway, she lays the stuff down, walks through. Finally,
Hart
Finally, Hart walks up and they scan and they say, "What division? What division? What division?"
Army surplus. Because that's where we are.
That is, yeah. It says that is the location. What is your position?
Console.
Checking. No visits from the consultation office has been logged. Please verify identity. And they basically put out one of their hands, their articulating arms, palm up.
Hart will touch the articulating hand.
As you do, they pull their arm back rapidly and they say, "Apologies. Welcome to our facility. They step back.
I think perhaps Hart.
Where can Hart find arms? Arm attachments?
Spare training location is available at the lower level, and they basically you get a visual of the light above where the downed body is, where the downed one was.
Okay.
But now that you're recognized, you won't get the reprogramming bit.
Cool.
Okay, well, Hart will take the stuff and I guess leave it by the front door with the people who are there.
Right, and they won't interfere with that because of the fact they recognize you as something
Pick
different.
up her stuff, Hart. Bring it out with you.
Hart ignores Valara.
And
okay.
Thank you very much.
Can I continue shopping or?
Well, a bomb has gone off.
Yeah, a bomb went off upstairs.
And a gunshot.
And shut down
Two
here.
bombs, honestly.
Remember, he was going to help with the clown, but then things got away from him.
Yep.
On the good way.
All right, so Hart is now headed down the hallway.
Hart's going to go into the thing.
Okay. It does require you to disarm yourself before you can fit into the space, so you'll have to take your arms off.
I have to take them off completely?
Yeah, because they're not compatible with the storage inside.
So when Hart disarms, is he giving his heart?
No.
No, because he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. But boom.
Done.
It is.
Hart is going to look for someone nearby to help him take his last arm off.
Valara followed him, of course.
Okay.
Because he can't take his arms off himself.
Right.
Yes, I can.
All but
Just
one.
not the last one.
Right.
Okay. So she'll let you do as much as you want to, and then when you get to a point you can't, she will finish taking off that last arm.
And then he'll go in the thing.
Okay.
It seems, Hart, that you have a kind of a certain rank among these robots that supersedes them.
Hart will find out.
Yes.
He goes in.
So the arms options for the cleaning robots here don't include the weaponry, but they do include like survival gear, additional. And this would also include the fine repair arms because they have to be able to do work on fixing the doors and stuff when they break. So
fine maintenance arms, I guess.
Pair maintenance arms. You already have the articulators. The third pair are the flame the incinerators used for trash cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool! Those would be great.
And they include a canister of for fuel, black powder fuel.
Any other
But not nightmare fuel.
You already got the dose of nightmare fuel.
I said no.
Yeah, you did, violently so.
Does
There would also be, I guess you call them medic arms. So they've got like they can dispense like it's got a needle, injection needle, and the ability to do sutures, that kind of thing.
that'd be
Okay.
wonderful.
So it gives you like a medical aspect.
So we can take a pair each?
Yeah.
Are there any of the security options available?
Not from here, but the protocol does afford you the opportunity to go upstairs and inspect. And if you go upstairs and inspect, you can probably swap out up there.
Recite my designation.
We cannot speak it. If you push them on it and force the protocols, they do come out with it, and it translates as executioner.
Heart gets sad. But he takes his pairs of arms and he leaves.
Yes,
pod.
they
How many total slots can he have at once?
only 6.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to leave some arms behind or carry them loose.
Or carry on them.
But
We can carry that for you?
for clarification, the term executioner refers to the fact that you are literally whatever the program that you are built under. You are the final solution.
Mm-hmm.
You are the ending thing.
Okay.
I guess the designator would call you a dreadnought, Nought.
Ha ha ha.
I'd like to go back to the Army Navy surplus store to make sure we have Kara's selections, and then take some time. I want to pick up that shotgun and see if I can find the shells for it.
Okay, well, Amara is still in the store by herself. What else did you want to do while you were in the store, Amara?
I want to leave the store and
Okay.
catch up with everyone else.
Did you want to pick up any gear? In particular, you could write down on your character sheet basically anything you could buy in an Army surplus store. So, travel rations, backpack,
Backpack.
snowshoes,
Yeah, I'll pick up a backpack, snowshoes.
warm weather gear,
Cold weather gear,
a cold weather gear, that too.
an Arctic sleeping bag, rations, if they have any Army Navy rations.
He doesn't know that she's in a frozen tundra either, so.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't know anything.
Well,
I don't have a character sheet. I'm not sure where you get those. So.
Okay, well,
Just type it down.
yeah, just
Okay.
just literally write down anything you think you would be able to get from an Army surplus store that you would need.
Okay.
But she does know it's cold because I told her that when she touched when she was touching the door, she could feel the cold translating from outside. So she is aware that it's frozen cold out, but she doesn't know anything other than that. She doesn't know about the tundra and all of that, and how far it is and everything. So.
Yeah.
But she's also literally just a shopper who got lost. So.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm heading
Okay.
back to the
Okay.
Army Navy surplus store.
Okay.
Then-
In between, let's go with is Kara back yet? Kara is not back yet. Rocky.
I want to go where she's saying the surplus store.
Oh, they're at the surplus store. So you're going to go down there join up with them. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys will pass Rocky again. He's been wandering around. He's maybe got some jewelry or something he picked up at one of the shops, but otherwise he doesn't have anything.
Wait, there's a jewelry store?
You were in it, called May Company. That's one of their many lines that they carry.
And then,
Is there like any other stores?
Just say what you're looking for.
Okay, supplies.
What kind of supplies?
Army supplies? Like, where is they going?
Then you would see us coming out of the Army surplus store with a bunch of random junk.
Okay.
Okay, but I want to get stuff from my own.
Okay. Make sure you got your cards, by the way, because you actually have to pay for the stuff when you leave.
Okay, so I use the card.
Okay, roll percentage dice.
Okay. Well, I don't have percentage dice, but I'm going to use the D10 and D20.
That's fine. That is a percentage dice equivalent.
11-4.
So 14. Okay, roll again.
18-9.
Okay.
89.
Yeah, it says, sorry, insufficient funds for that card. We cannot accept this for payment. Have you another form of payment?
Is there?
You only have the one card.
Ah.
Of course, you do have the name badge. You can just put the name badge on, maybe. But you know that's dangerous.
What?
You know that it's
Dangerous.
dangerous to put the name tag on.
It actually takes you over and makes you into a efficient worker,
Oh.
brainless slave.
Zombie.
Zombie.
Is there some way I could find like another card?
You could call out. Amr is still in the store with you
You could ask the party, work with the team.
instead of wandering around by yourself.
Do you have any like? Oh wait. Who is like near me?
Well,
Just everybody.
Valara's
just call
coming
out.
back, but
Amara and Valara.
Do you guys have any like spare cards?
I have a card. But why don't we just put everything together and let's see how many cards we need to use to get the stuff we need.
Hart did leave with all the stuff, so if you just pile up what you need, Hart could probably come back and pick it up.
That's another thing. As soon as Hart's done, he can carry it out of here without paying for it.
Alright, I'm gonna put down 24.
So go back there, think of all the things you need in the frozen waste. Snowshoes. Look for a down sleeping bag. Also look for a tarp to put over and under it.
Yeah, Gene.
We get,
Let him build his list.
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival thing.
So go ahead and write down on your piece of paper there, Rocky, all the stuff you're gonna want, and let me know when you're done with that. All right, back upstairs, Peekaboo.
I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'm gonna go shopping.
Yay! So she goes to the food place, uses her card, roll percentage dice on the card.
Did anyone?
Oh, I can save Mark later.
He seems happy.
What'd you get on the percentage?
I need to pull it out first.
I gotcha.
Okay, John.
Yeah.
So, just to let you know, I think what my current setup until I get more information from the security, I think the medical hand, can we say that has kind of like a rubber glove sort of hand on it? What would it look like on the end?
Well, it's going to be like a tube, so they can put an arm or a leg into it, so it can do the sutures and injections.
Okay.
It doesn't actually have a hand.
Okay.
45.
45? Okay, so now roll again as you try to spend it.
97.
I'm sorry, that card doesn't have sufficient funds. Please try another card.
Wait, it just needs to be swiped, right?
Yes, but that first card now has a value of 45. Whatever's.
Okay.
It might be 45 cents, because if it didn't buy a hamburger, it's probably not not dollars, you know what I'm saying?
Try the manager's badge.
Okay.
You're going to put on the manager's badge?
Well, I just need to swipe it, right?
Oh, the manager's badge doesn't have a magnetic strip. It's an RFID. It's the 3 cards you picked up from the pockets of the zombies.
Right.
Try another.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Instead, I'm gonna look for more. I'm looking for more
You
cards.
had multiple, I thought.
She has 3.
Oh.
You have 3 cards.
Remember, that's the D4.
That was the D6 you rolled at the beginning.
No, I rolled one. I got one ID card and one.
Oh, you already have one. Yep. So you don't have it. But who else is up there with you? Nobody. Oh no.
I have 3 that I'm not gonna use.
Freya's with you.
Can you or somebody lend me a card? I'm hungry.
I take out my card and use prestidigitation and slide it in.
Oh God. Okay, roll percentage dice.
I didn't think about that.
You got pretty good at it the other
This
time.
is where I rendered.
66.
Roll again.
Uh,
47.
Okay. Now roll a third time. The first two were to determine the power of the card with using prestidigitation modified.
60.
60. Transaction approved. Ding.
Thank you, and I give him my phrase, and I go and eat.
And put 99 as your credits on that card.
My card?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
Jonathan, here's what I've written down.
No, I don't need to write it down. Don't have to do that. Just send it to me as a text message, or the private message in Zoom, rather than spend the time to read it out loud. Okay. I don't care
Okay.
as long as you've got it on your character sheet. You bought it. But you're putting it together with Gene to see whether or not you guys can collectively pay for it all, or you're gonna actually just put it in a pile and have what's the name walk out with it. So don't worry about it.
He's gonna put it in the pile
What's
and
his name, John?
have
What's his
Harv.
name? What's his name?
His name?
I said his. Notice I said his. I didn't say what's its name. I did say his.
Heart. It's not like it's hard. God damn.
There's a heart
Sorry.
on the robot.
Sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Jeez.
Well, I have a very big heart.
For a metal man, you sure wear your heart on your sleeve.
Well, I have 6 of them, so it's,
Yeah, but if you took them all
3
off,
times as much as a normal person.
you'd become heartless, and we don't want that.
Okay, so Heart's gonna go to the security booth.
Okay, go upstairs. Approved for inspection only. Once you get in, you can see that they do have riot arms, which fire basically high-powered versions of the airsoft. They're sandbags.
Yeah.
And there's a tear gas canister arm,
Mm-hmm.
and that has a limited number of charges. And then it's got basically a pair of pugil stick arms for doing hand-to-hand riot control, but it's non-lethal.
Do they happen to have an arm built for holding a riot shield?
Yes.
Could I take one of those?
Yes.
Take a shield arm.
There you go. You have a shield arm.
Nice. That would be actually useful.
Yes. There you go.
Okay. That's all I needed.
How big is it?
You have to give away one of the other arms to get it, though, of course.
Yep.
Alrighty. Yay. Mission accomplished as far as that's concerned.
Alright, that's it.
Okay, I got your list. You put it down in the pile. Kara is not yet returned, I don't think. Or at least she's muted or something because I don't hear her.
Car is not returned.
Okay.
But let's say that I grabbed her stuff and brought it out.
I assumed that you had. No problem. All
Do
right.
they have anything like with propane tanks?
What?
You know, like stoves?
Stoves, but they burn little tiny black powder cubes.
Fine, that's fine. I'll collect those.
But there aren't any black powder cubes.
Damn.
You
Is
also
there anything
wouldn't know
near
what
me?
black powder is.
I was thinking again.
No,
like,
I wouldn't know what black powder is.
You might think it's charcoal.
Yeah, but I don't see any. Okay. There's some other things.
Make that charcoal.
I do know that there's material. So for making a waterproof cloak, they have some really. I used to have an Army Navy store I lived in. I was so
Of course you
enamored
did. Of course you did. Of course you did, Valara. You've had more lives in your life than anybody but maybe me.
Yeah.
Are there any child float?
No, there used to be a tremendous Army Navy store just about a mile and a half from me.
For the people who are raiding the Army Navy store.
Yes.
The reason why I went back behind the counter was to see if they had any like machetes and hunting knives, weapons that people who don't have any swords or weapons right now might be able to use, like Valara, who doesn't have a sword, could use a machete.
Right. Yes,
They usually carry that sword.
right.
Yeah.
The longer weapons are back there. That's true. You would eventually find that. Amuro is the one who was back there, so if she wants to pick one up, she can pick one up first. She has her choice of the stuff that's back there. Basically, it's a really, really basic arms store. So there would be a couple of sword-like objects. There's a couple of equalizers. If you know what those are, that's those little sticks that the cops use that the very end is really dense, and then the rest is kind of like tubes. And they snap a button on the side of it, and it shoots this little rod out, and then they can use it like a baton.
Okay, the other thing is I want to pick up the shotguns and want to find out if I can find any shells.
The shotgun under the counter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that there doesn't seem to be any shells anywhere near there. You will find a small drawer, and it's locked, and it says ammo on it.
Okay, she pries it open with her K-bar knife, sticks it in, and
Make a. That's basically using tools. So make a tool use check to pop that door.
so what? How?
You
how
roll a
You
do
could
D-
argue strength.
D20, and you either use strength or dex to modify the die roll because you have to get below whatever you have to get above whatever the threshold is to get the door open.
I'll go with Dex.
DC is 20.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
And I guess
Plus-
it's open. And you had plus are always gonna be above that.
Yeah.
So you pop it open. There are a half dozen shotgun shells, 3 boxes of airsoft bullets, one magazine, if you will, of the heavier rubber rounds.
Okay, she just takes everything.
And then write it down because I'm not going to remember. So
Okay, so wait a moment. There's one box of ammo. How many?
what? I said there.
There's
The
half
one.
a dozen shotgun shells.
6
There's
shells.
Yep.
Shotgun.
6 shells. There is 1 magazine of rubber bullets.
1 mag, rubber.
He didn't say what the mag was for.
Bullets.
There was a did you say a box of airsoft
Box of
bullets?
airsoft round, the little round pellets.
Yeah, they're useless.
Somebody was asking for one earlier, so
Well,
it was
maybe we.
Freya.
Yeah.
Okay,
of course it was Freya.
it's
She's
not
So,
much, but
double useless.
and
just
then
kidding.
1 shotgun, if that's for sure.
Yep, you.
What is that? 12 gauge?
Yeah. Sawed off.
Well, if that's how you feel.
Jonathan, I want to apologize. There was an emergency, and I have to take care of this.
You take care of the emergency. Take care of yourself. Be
Kara,
safe.
just feel free on your character sheet to write down anything you want from a surplus store, and Heart's carrying it for you.
Okay, I don't think there'd be anything that she would want from there. I can't realistically think of anything.
Okay.
Clothes are in there. Sleeping bag.
She has clothes.
Anyway,
the
feel
sword.
free to take some time and do that during the week before next time. No big deal.
All right.
Be safe. Take care of
Hope
yourself.
everything's good.
Yeah, take
See you
care.
later.
Hope it all works out okay.
My goodness.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So Jonathan, in the surplus store, is there a hunting rifle and ammunition?
No.
There is, but it's airsoft, and you wouldn't know how to use it anyway. You don't even have an idea what a weapon like that looks like.
Right. Testing.
You're testing. You're a dwarf. Axes and crossbows and hammers. That's your stuff. This is not.
She will go looking for those long knives. Machete. She knows what a machete is.
I just
Is
want
there-
to play with
But
the
you would think
hair.
it's a girly weapon. It wouldn't.
Make magic with it.
Is there a crowbar or something?
Probably an army crowbar, which is kind of a smaller thing that you can pack easily, and it.
They'll have it listed as nail puller. But yeah, you also the other question I had was you ask if there's a children's store. Yes, there's definitely a toy store.
Can I go in there?
Sure.
Cool.
Can I grab the army crowbar?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking like floaties. Like I'm looking like at just toys and stuff, and out of character if there's any chances there's like a floaty that doesn't require air to be put into it. For child friendly, like being in the water, stuff like that.
Oh,
You wouldn't even know that exists.
I know that's why I'm saying out of character. I'm saying what I'm looking for.
He's walking down the aisle and hoping to find something weird like that. And actually, what's kind of weird is that he would find it, and he'd actually be able to tell kind of what it is, because the one thing about properties like that is they put big pictures on the side showing the little kids wearing the water wings. So you find a pair of water wings, sure.
Sweet. I was like, oh, look at this. This is great. All right, I pick it up.
Of course, I know why you're doing that, so you can swim in the lake longer next time.
Oh, wow. That's not it at all.
I have a question. Those soft tip, don't they have regular cartridges?
Do they have like bolts?
Nope. The way those. Just a second. And answering the question about airsoft. Airsoft basically has a canister that you put on the side of the weapon that carries like 50 of those little tiny air bubble bullets. Then when you cock the weapon or pull it into active mode, one of those little balls is deposited into the firing chamber. Then when you pull the trigger, the spring load behind it shoves it out.
Okay.
There are three types. Handguns are usually just spring loaded. The act of pulling back the hammer on like a Glock is what pulls the spring back. The second kind is electronic, which we wouldn't have here. It has batteries in it and will battery power fling it out. And the third kind is gas powered, and that would have the CO2 can.
And that'd be the few that are paintball guns.
Basically. Okay, but you said there was one real hunting rifle that could take real cartridges?
No, he was saying that to Rocky.
Okay.
That even if there was one, he wouldn't know what it is.
Yes, Peekaboo.
Once I'm done with my little things, I kind of want to see if I can join Freya.
Sure. Not hard to find the game store, because it. Somebody's got a microphone on. Rocky, you might want to mute yourself when I'm talking.
Now that Hart has got his arms, he's going to do his best to get everyone's stuff out of the shops
so that
quickly and efficiently and can be done.
Right. So Peekaboo, you can't miss out on the toy store, because you hear circus-like music again, and it freezes in your blood for a second. Then you realize it's the toy store.
In the security area, also, I had one last question.
Sure.
Okay.
What happened to the clown?
All right. So while I'm experiencing that out-of-body experience, I'm gonna step out and get some food.
Okay. So some more food? Still hungry?
She's a growing girl.
I think she meant in real life.
Yeah, I think so too. I was just teasing her. So. The question about the clown. Well, you see the monitor showing personnel. It shows that there is a 25 person shortage in workers, and then a +1 in janitorial staffing. And you see the person being basically, the clown has been spray washed to get rid of the grease paint. He's still got a little bit around his eyes, because of course you can't ever get rid of that stuff. It's always on your face at the end. And he's fighting it, but the automaton eventually puts a new necklace around his neck with a badge on it, and he drops into a zombie-like state. It shows a +1 on the worker core, so now we're only down 24. And
would it also show Jimmy working?
Yes, it show a +1 there as well.
Okay.
But obviously the clown knew what was in store for him, so he was screaming against it, trying to fight it, and so he kind of gets his own desserts as the terror takes him over as they put the necklace on him, and he becomes a mindless worker, and they assign him to garbage detail.
Okay. Hart's going to look into the file of Jimmy and just for future reference put in a quitting clause into his thing.
Yeah, and actually, it simply provides him with a departure card with 99 credits on it. So he'll get a card for having put up with being a popcorn popper for the whole day or whatever. Chicken fryer for the whole day.
Great. And Hart will go help get everyone's stuff out.
And now that you know how to use the machines, you can all have a healthy meal for once in this place.
Yeah.
Before you leave.
She goes to the chicken place, and even if they don't know how to cook the chicken.
No. Question Mark is doing a fine job. He's wearing a name tag called Jimmy. He's now an expert chicken fryer.
Oh, good.
No, it's oh God. He's your party member.
Yeah,
in the
I'm
mindless
gonna have to
robot
get him
state.
out of there, but I'll let him show me how to do it, and then I'll.
There's probably plenty of chickens that are now well cooked.
Yes, and
Oh,
so you don't have to make any
good.
more. You got plenty of chicken. Not only that, though, as far as you learning how to do it on the machine, he won't let you unless you have a badge on.
Oh, she lets him serve and do everything, and then when he's got all the chicken.
Okay, while he's doing that, Hart will come down and put his hand on, I imagine, on Jimmy's head and pat it 7 times, and then lift the necklace off of his neck.
And give him
his shiny card. And I know it's a little bit early, but I'm kind of exhausted, so this is a nice place to call it as you guys are preparing to go back out into the cold, having completed your visit of the. Well, we can still deal with the people that are in the game store, the toy store. What else did you guys want in the toy store?
I was wondering if there's any like toy bows and arrows. You know,
Absolutely.
The suckers.
Absolutely.
Right, I want to take a few of those.
A bow and then they come in sets. So you're buying the bow and 3 arrows.
Back.
And then an extra pack of arrows.
You can't buy an extra pack of arrows.
Okay, then I'll buy 3 sets of bow and arrows. Then.
Okay, so you're buying 3 sets of bows and arrows to have 9 arrows. Gotcha.
And then I want if it's still good quality, a teddy bear.
Oh yeah, there's teddy bears. Sure, why not?
All right, I'm taking that, and that'll be it.
Okay, Peekaboo, he's finishing up at the store. What did you want to buy there, or look for?
Let's see here. Like water gun.
You got a water gun.
Okay.
Which kind? You gonna go with like the super squirter or?
Well, yeah. I'm going for like the Nerf gun, like
there we go.
squirter.
Okay, cool.
Make sure it's made out of PCB. That way you can fill it with acid and it won't melt the cartridge.
Nice.
Sorry, that wasn't me. I didn't say anything.
Oh, see, that was
Thank you, voice in my head.
Nice. Nice. Anything else while you're there?
She's gonna go looking for a department store. She especially wants to find something like an Old Navy, if she can. She wants some jeans. She desperately wants some good jeans.
Jean wants jeans.
Jean wants jeans.
Jean finds jeans.
Good.
Is anyone gonna find Hart some makeup? Damn it!
What do you need makeup for?
I don't know.
There's
makeup.
Well, if you talk to Rocky can tell you where he found makeup.
Why would you need makeup when you have so much heart?
Thank you.
Also, she looks for a jewelry store.
Who's going to ask me?
Jewelry store.
I don't know. It's just a trope that everyone always tries to dress up and put makeup on the robot.
No.
Well, that and nobody's no. You have to be listening. I said to Hart that you had found one of the stores that had. Was it you or was it Freya that found the store with the stinky stuff?
Freya?
The aroma.
That was Rocky.
That
was Rocky. Yeah, it was Rocky. That's what I thought. So Rocky knows where a department store is, where you find makeup.
Hart doesn't know about that. I was just saying.
I know. I'm just saying if Rocky wants to tell him, he could.
Well,
I also want to get a whoopee cushion.
But
you can get a whoopee cushion. You don't know what it does, but yeah, there's a whoopee cushion.
I'll send you a list.
Okay, that's fine.
You need a gag shop.
There's one of those too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we can now.
It always is.
Well, speaking of gag shop, there's also one of those too. The other kind.
The other kind.
with the
Wink, wink.
Be,
Wink,
being,
wink, nudge,
what is
nudge.
that?
exactly.
Bondage and,
Yes, yes, yeah. We don't have to go there. Just the wink, wink was enough. We got there.
Trust me, Steven knows.
Steven will be finding that place.
Wow, this eyeing me like that. That's rude.
You do it yourself, bro.
I didn't do it today.
Herself. It's Freya, remember?
Their selves.
They're themselves.
Freya has never got into bondage yet.
Yeah, you didn't mind having them drag you by the rope.
It's
where
not
they put the-
bondage. It's fine leather cord and
it
straps for loading cargo.
It was discipline. Remember,
Oh,
she got
no,
she has
Freya's the dumb.
you have a scar on your forehead that proves it,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
and you were
you
actually
better not.
if you had
No, I'm not gonna steal anything.
if you'd allowed Hart to carry your stuff across the threshold, you might have ended up back in another country. So
Oh, yeah, true.
no, he's paid with his card when he could.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing I take is all the rope and what and nylon strapping or whatever modern.
Oh, and that's right.
Clothing.
That's right. In the sporting goods store, you would also find the winter, what's the word I'm looking for? Winter sports equipment.
Everyone
Good.
come out looking like Genghis Khan and Bill and Ted's. We get aluminum bats and helmets and
And the metal disc,
shoulder pads.
the metal disc shield, which is actually a sled.
Yeah, no, it's not very heavy weight, unfortunately. Yeah, she'll go looking for that too, especially if she sees somebody with sports equipment. She wants skis,
That's right. You find skis and snowboards.
so she'll fit herself with boots, and she'll fit herself with skis, and she'll grab a snowboard for fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
And suddenly the tape twists off of the camera, and a old gentleman wearing an army suit says, "Oh no, that's enough of that. None of that. It's far too silly, far too ridiculous."
Nice. Nice.
Oh, all right.
And if she sees snowshoes, she'll take those. I know there was some in the army.
Nope, none of that.
You already got that from down below.
Yeah, and a really nice parka with a fur-lined hood, and then with the fur on the edge.
Yeah.
Quiet, you. I'll give you one last warning. One last warning, and you're off the air.
Yep. So, alrighty. So, if that is the end of the shopping trips, then we are ready to depart from the
Burn the
reliquary.
place down. I mean,
I have a question before we burn everything down to the ground.
We should
Is there a
we're
costume
not
store?
gonna burn it.
Costume store? No, wrong season.
That's fair.
It's a specialty store, wrong season. We're not destroying this. This will be a great place to come back to redo our supplies.
I feel like it's gonna collapse the moment we leave.
It's not going to. It's
Uh,
been here for a long.
Why would you jinx us
time.
like that?
I doubt we're gonna come back here.
the
I
sad
think-
part is that when we leave, we realize it was all a dream, anyways. So
No.
Don't do that to us, man. That's jinx.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. Not after
No,
not after 3 days of adventuring in the place. Usually I drop those kind of bombs on you within a half an hour or whatever. But no.
Yeah.
and then we go back out the door, and all this stuff gets
What she does
stopped when we
do
go through the limb barrier.
is she takes all the rest of the frozen chickens in the freezer because we can keep them frozen. It's real easy. Just hang them outside the device and they'll stay frozen.
You
Wait,
can't
do we
take
have
them
to wait
all.
for that?
You can't take them all. It's probably a 30-foot truck's worth of
Just
chicken.
remember, the amount of stuff that you're carrying is like, even for Heart, it's gonna be a lot.
Right, because you loaded.
Yeah.
Everybody's loaded
You're-
down.
You're loading up more than a forklift's worth now.
Yeah.
Especially between you. There's 3 or 4 of you that were looking for lots of stuff.
Yeah. Well, she was fine for the whole group with the idea that
Well, actually, we do have the V8
If we have some like shopping carts.
upstairs.
yeah, we can go upstairs in trips. Oh,
Shopping carts. Is there any
shopping
No.
cart.
No shopping carts. What are you talking about? They don't have those at
What?
malls.
I'll try to help her.
Oh, in the sporting goods store, do they have one of those hand-drawn wagons that you can load stuff in? So you
My God. Okay. Just
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm never gonna help again.
For the
Never
love
mind.
of Pete.
He wants to go to bed.
Well, actually, to make matters a little bit worse is that because you spent all this extra time shopping, you hear thumping at the doors.
What doors?
All the doors.
Friends?
Don't think so.
Sweet.
Don't know.
You see the silhouettes.
Hey.
You see the silhouettes of human forms outside the door as they thump into the door.
Cause it's terror time again.
See, this is what happens when we trade.
But where are they coming from?
The open
Everywhere.
wastes. From the open wastes, this facility went live and functional once you entered, and so it's calling to them.
To work.
It's time for their shift.
Time to work, time to shop, time to be where people are. Remember, they don't have to worry about social distancing anymore. They already have whatever it was.
The COVIDites.
Just social distancing of you gotta be respectful.
Yeah,
of it.
let's
Well-
social distance these guys from their heads, everybody.
We have
Was
fire.
she able to find anything that was of a near sword length?
Yeah, I told you you found the cutlasses and stuff.
Machete?
Okay.
Yeah, there's also that whole shop of ornamental weaponry as well.
No, that wasn't worth its
Oh.
weight.
Right.
I'm gonna fight with a.
You know,
oh, sorry.
one
Hell yeah.
hit and probably the hilt would separate from the blade.
Yep, pretty much.
I will just say that some of those are worthwhile, but you got to be careful because if it's full tang, then it will hold. If it's not, it's held by a single screw.
I'm gonna grab a bat.
But I have spent my 10 years learning the skill of picking out the good ones.
Shopping knife shops, right.
If you,
More than 10 weeks anyway, huh?
Yeah, 10 years.
she'll pick up an aluminum bat. Aluminum bat is just fine. She'll pick up the heaviest one she can.
I'm picking up the plastic one, the one that goes boop 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 boop.
Nice. The one that has a squeaker in the handle so it goes wee wee whenever you hit it. It's like-
And before I use it, I'm gonna use my card and pay for my things because I don't want
Right.
to get out.
Okay, so we are loaded up, but now the parking lot is full of them. And I'm going to go ahead and call it because it's 9:39.
Oh, thank you. You leave
Oh.
us last time with zombies pouring in on us, and now you leave us with zombies pouring in on us.
They're not
But
pouring
we just
in,
tried
they're
to
outside.
console him.
They're
Well,
outside.
They're friends. They want to come to the party.
Right.
Maybe what happens is we find another way out.
Maybe we'll find out next week on
Stranger Things.
Slopes of the Shatterhorn. Thank you guys for participating. I appreciate that.
Talk
Thank you for
about
the viewers
slopes.
watching us. Talk about slopes. Slippery,
Thank you.
Sliding
my
and
roadie
standing
and-
for
slippery
3 days
slopes.
now.
Exactly. And you know the danger of a group is they stick around long enough it becomes their new home. So there you go. You guys,
Alright.
Beth, it was great to have you join us.
Make a robot army.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
if you want to know more about your character, just read that
And-
page about the sorcerer.
and you guys can stay online and chit chat more with her about that too, as far as that's concerned. But I need to sign us off. Here we go.
Oh, I messaged you on Facebook, Jonathan.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Talk to you guys soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Do you have
See
a
you later.
gaming
Bye.
store near you, Beth, at all?
One about a
Bye,
half hour from me. I think
Have a good
in
night.
Camarillo, and then there's I think another one somewhere. I can't